Yeah, very early banger. Axel, Millia, a notorious matchup. One of the few matchups that everyone has said since the beginning that Millia does really well because she could very quickly overwhelm Axel. As you can see, already Hio getting a very nice early wall break.
Yeah, nearly half health as well with that within those first 10 seconds as well. All right, Deafheaven trying to play the zoning game. All right, immediately draws out burst from Hio, but Hio still finding their way in.
Sneaky air stall there, forcing the burst out from Deafheaven, who's got aggressive with it, wants to steal the corner for some offense, but Axel not the specialist in that, so Hio gonna steal that round out with a burst advantage as well.
Absolutely. See, yeah, both players trying to make some space, but Hio, the one immediately to close in and take the early lead once again. Wall break for the positive bonus as well. Sneaky overhead. Now, Evan just trying to play that zoning game. Run up throw. Oh my lord. And the disc hit as well. Ooh. Just
super clean sequence, but Deafheaven trying to get some kind of opening, but Hio staying patient, not mashing at all, and weaves right over that 6K. What would have been a great answer here for Deafheaven ended up losing him the game there. Hio taking game one and showing off just how good Millia's movement can prove against a character that has a lot of angles, right? Axel has a lot of buttons, 6K, 2S, 5P, 2P, etc., right? That can cover all angles, but not all at once. Right, so, and especially a character that's fast like Millia, who can, we already saw Hio run straight up and grab as well. As long as Hio's on the nose with how to move and keeping himself as unpredictable as possible, Deafheaven's gonna be in here for a long, or actually a short time, honestly, if it keeps up.
Oh, but Deafheaven. Oh, okay. Yeah, Deafheaven already taking the early lead on this one. 10 seconds and firmly in the driver's seat at the moment. Hio being forced to guess is wrong. Axel Bomber to go through the wall, not enough to kill, but Deafheaven is going to want to milk out this positive bonus just a little bit. Hio recognizes it, immediately closes in, gets some offense started. Oh no, now Deafheaven is stuck in the Millia blender. Another throw. Good block on the overhead this time. Oh, reversal through the chicken leg.
Nice play from Deafheaven. I'm noticing this throw RC setup from Hio. That's the new one I haven't seen from Millia. It's been working really well so far. Used it as a turbo fall cross up. Next round it was a 6K overhead, but Deafheaven kind of getting negative defense, forcing the burst out. Now at a huge advantage up around and way up in burst as well. But there we go, another 2P 6H counter hit sequence from Hio. But Deafheaven gets its full charge, whistling wind tornado out. Same side, double overhead here. Tap does gonna connect. It's gonna be a good amount of damage with the wrist build-up. We get the corner as well. Nice round! Not enough to kill, but still, the positive bonus could be putting Deafheaven in a game-winning spot here. It'd be tough for Hio despite the movement. Now Deafheaven only needs that one poke to kill and finds it with the snail, evening out the score 1-1.
Absolutely. That was just great space control by Deafheaven all throughout that second game. Definitely is trying to get their eye in. It is the first match of the night, so some players may not be warmed up as it is. They might have just gotten off of work and just been like, hey, you know, Paragon's happening in like 20 minutes. Let's hop on.
Very true. Fresh off the 9-5. It could be a buff, it could be a nerf, depending on how that day went. We can't find out until this set continues. 1-1. Who's going to take the lead? Nice 5K round start for Deafheaven.
Very brave round start, and now we see Deafheaven trying to play the space control game. Good air throw. Wild assault to close distance. Hio forced to use burst. Gets the full corner to corner as well. All right. Run up throw once again. So brave. And the TK Bat Moon as well. Oh my god. I have never seen a side switch like that. Hio already taking positive bonus again. May want to try and milk this out just a little bit to get that burst back. Blocks by Deafheaven, although that health bar rapidly dwindling.
Yeah, the chip damage from Lust Shaker, not to be ignored, but the J's gonna connect almost enough to kill, but not quite. That doesn't true combo into JD in most scenarios. 2S. Good job. Finally, Deafheaven getting the hold on Hiho's movement, locking it down just enough to get that command grab. Deafheaven looking to find the ribbon now.
Absolutely. Now, Hiho, what is your response? That's a great counter hit starter. Oh, setup. Okay. So now, opposite side this time. Deafheaven not blocking the right way. Going through the wall because of it. Now Hiho, Emily in control of this round. Yoshi close distance, still blocking.
Nice dash block got around the Winter Cherry, looking for a bait there. Doesn't quite get it, but went right under the JS and punished the landing with a close slash. Hiho bring us to round 3.
All important round 3 in this first of 5.
Another brave run up, just not letting Deafheaven get any space when it's overwhelmed as much as possible. Double 2K2D. There goes the bat. The hair car. Baited the throw with the JH. Not fast enough to punish the command grab, though. Just barely. Very risky option for Deafheaven, but it still has to hold the pressure anyway. Good low block. 2K2Ds. Nice staggers. RC gets hit after the cap by the 2P. One more mixer will do it, and the delay JD will catch Deafheaven ducking. 2-1 lead for Hiho. What a round.
There we go. I'm sorry, did I say an all-important round 3 in a first of 5? I missed
You did. It's okay. Best of 5. I figured.
Nah, it's all good. And Hiho, though, all important, taking that that third game, 1 game away now from starting off this ladder on the right foot. Deafheaven, though, it does not look out of it in the slightest. I wouldn't be surprised if we start off tonight with a game 5.
Yeah, no, for sure. A banger set off the bat. I'm sure we'll see it, but we need Deafheaven to lock in and keep Hiho locked down, rather, because when Deafheaven's had Hiho locked up just like this, the rounds have been very well controlled for Deafheaven. But as soon as Hiho gets that middle opening, gets that right angle, it's gone the other way, very much so. So it's just a matter of who keeps control here.
All right, there we go. Hiho trying to start offense, gets a counter hit, but nothing out of it. Actually, no, gets burst out of Deafheaven, and now we're playing that neutral game once again. Hiho looking for the opening. Deafheaven just trying to keep Hiho at arm's length. Hiho, health rapidly dwindling, having to block the Great Desert Storm as it is. All right, Hiho just opts to run up, throw, try and get offense started. There's a side switch. There's a good confirm. And Hiho, no, just has to do another throw. No wall break just yet. Another throw? A
Triple!
I'm sorry, is this Street Fighter that we're watching?
We've got throw loops here in Millia land. Hiho looking to close out the set right here, right now. But a great round start for Deafheaven into the meaty charge tornado. Jay's going to connect as well, but doesn't combo into anything. Just more pressure. Axel's offense not the most threatening. And Hiho, knowing that, runs all the way in and gets a JH. What a great starter. Meaty on the H disc and gets a counter at 2. Caught Deafheaven mashing. Was probably looking for a throw because Hiho had set that up 3 times the round before. The conditions have been met, and now Hiho's on a hard knockdown, looking to close out right here. Cross up gets thrown. Good reaction from Deafheaven.
Earns the burst from it, though. Deafheaven looking like your last chance. Oh, both players, patience. Oh, gets tripped up, though. TK Bad Moon, Deafheaven, last chance, doesn't burst, and Hiho will take that first set. But we've got Lurry and La Forma coming up right now. Lurry on the chip.
Lurry on the chip. Yeah, that's news to me.
Yeah.
I did not know of this Chipp Zanuff switch. Wonder if this is an experiment just for ladder, or if Lurry actually does plan on committing to the character. But nice throw bait to set things off into a full Tyro combo. Okay, it's a Zaza Roga, not gonna wall break or kill, but it's gonna do a fat chunk of damage. Let's see what he. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, reversal.
Wake up.
RTL.
Nice. Okay. Pro gets jumped. All right. Lurry. Oh, both players now just playing the neutral. Lurry trying to find their way in. La Forma gets the good hit. Extends with Wild Assault. Got that shock state applied. This is very close to death. Not quite. Baits out the burst, but doesn't punish it.
Forma missing some really big punishes. What a clash on the DP, canceled into a fireball. Somehow worked out for Lurry instead, as he finally gets the kill with the RC charge dust. What was a first round. Wow.
3 points there where either player could have killed, and for it to end like that, my god. Alright, but LaForma though now.
Just the classic high. The only mix-up he really has. Gonna work out. Did a good chunk of damage as well. No hard knockdown, but the JD's trying to bait something out and whiff punish it. And now both players moving back and forth. LaForma finally going in with the throw. RC should be enough to kill here with OTG, but missed it. Lurry with another chance at life here. Will be able to steal another round away. PD clone, but not quite meaty enough. But LaForma reacted too late of a reaction, and now Lurry gets another hit for free. No hard knockdown, but positive. This is really good for Chipp here. Can get super aggressive, but nice air stun edge for LaForma to bring us to a round 3.
Lurry was able to get that burst from such little health and immediately using it round start. LaForma is going to get a good grip of damage. Again, brittle bone syndrome on Chipp's side, but LaForma. Okay, just opts for the throw. RCs. This might actually just do it. No, not quite. Stun Dipper, not enough to kill. Lurry, last chance. Just gets hit low. And LaForma with the perfect takes that first game.
Perfect indeed. The leggy gonna close out that round. A lot of very scary spots for LaForma, but finally made it work at the end there. Got to work on these routes to end out these rounds. RCs and the wall assault there in that round before is what caused Redtro to not kill. It was a little too much scaling at the end there on that wall break. So those little adjustments, I mean, made the combo more stable. You'd rather get a combo than drop it, right? But let's see how game 2 turns out.
Absolutely. What a round start. Okay, Lurry, LaForma choosing to burst there, even though I'm not sure Lurry could have gotten that big of a combo. Let's see, will LaForma regret their burst decision early? Lurry, just fishing here.
RC resetting. Nice JD. Going in one more time, trying to bait out a DP or throw again, but this time LaForma just gonna fly out of there, the BRC of the air dash. But 2Ds, Lurry getting aggressive here. Left to right, block same side. Card to the super, she carried to the wall. Is enough to kill though? Yes, it is with the wall splat. Lurry coming back.
Enough to the wall. Let's go, Lurry. What a clash! And LaForma getting the best of it as well. Lurry forced to burst, but not before losing half health. Oh my lord, Lurry, you are exploding last 10%. And LaForma in a great spot, even with... Okay, no, you can confirm here. All right, LaForma picks it up, ties it up just like that.
One more round for LaForma to bring it to a 2-0 lead. Resetting with the charge surge and baits the throw, comboing into the H Vapor Thrust using the a shock state rather. I can't even keep up with how fast Lurry's health bar has gone down in this one round alone.
Oh, absolutely.
And throw RC, not enough.
Lurry just got burst just in time, but the whiff punish from LaForma will mean that they go up 2-0. Lurry, are you gonna stick with Chipp, or is it time to break out the big guns?
I'm not sure. I mean, Lurry was actually 0-1 before this, so I doubt he switches. I think he's just trying out the Chipp, trying to get these reps in, and yeah, as I predicted, sticking with the Chipp for another game here. Can't switch anymore either. Has to win 3 straight on the Ninja to close out this set and get a reverse 3-0, but LaForma not going to make that easy.
Round start counter hit off of Wild Assault immediately draws out burst from LaForma. LaForma able to put Lurry into the corner with Shock State, and now Lurry looking to try and apply some pressure, but LaForma just on point.
Defense from Lurry, just holding it all. Overhead, gonna get blocked. RC after, not gonna do much either. The defense from LaForma just staying back, holding the space with Kai Bar Slash. keeping Lurry from going in. All these backdashes and run-ins are actually putting them in danger zone. Didn't quite get it though. Finally gets some kind of start. Throw from Forma though, still staying in control here, looking for the throw reset off the whip 5P, but didn't get it. RC gonna confirm into the tightrope. Full combo here for Lurry, did a chunk of damage as well. No hard knockdown, but we're even on health here. Forma doesn't have much to work with. 6P gonna connect, but no confirm. Lurry has to get one more hit here. Throw not gonna work out, but no combo either on the punish. Both players one hit away. There goes the air throw. Still not enough.
Still not enough. Oh,
wow. Lurry chipping away. Pun intended here. Forward slash gonna connect off the whip. Just do it one more time. Why don't you? Trying to throw bait with the Fuder Arc. Doesn't quite get it though. Tap does gonna connect again here. Same sequence we've seen once before. Works one more time here. Lurry's health at a very low point, but still goes for the hero burst. Knowing that one hit will bring us to a bad spot. DP after the Fuder Arc. The minus on block and the invul frames, the classic from Shoto players. We've seen it too many times. But now one more round will close it out. The DP actually misinputted, turned into a Rekka, and got full punish instead. Forma trying to close it out right now.
Forma does immediately get that 50% tension, gets the confirm. There it is, Forma. Back-to-back perfects, 3-0s, Lurry.
Zato action. Zato, a character we don't get the pleasure of seeing very often. So when the Zato specialists really come in and start cooking, it's great to see. But DomiWurld just not afraid of oppose at all. I think misinputted the throw there, but got wall assault and it still ended up hitting. So a bit of a lucky interaction for Domi to start things off.
Yeah, Brian. Brian is pretty much the only person who I see play Zato in these ladders. So it is Zato. If you don't know who he is, don't worry, I don't know either, because the character just basically doesn't exist outside of tournaments, if you ask me. And we already see Domi taking that first round pretty convincingly, although Brian showing that Zato experience, getting a very early grab already. Domi, I don't know why I keep on saying DomiWurld. Half health, gets a stray hit, able to convert that into a good combo with Tyrant Barrel Ender as well, getting that half health and positive bonus.
Nice little shimmy into the 6K, caught tskrBrian, not blocking. Full combo into another clean hit on the Tyrant Raid. Something to note about Domi here. Domi was actually a former Zato player. So if this is actually terrible news for tskrBrian, I'm sure they both know each other from that player base, right? So Domi not only on a great character in Sin, but also understands how Zato works and how to fight him on defense, which is something not a lot of players can brag and say that they know how to do. So honestly, it's going to be real tough for tskrBrian here. Just try to win against not only a good player on a good character, but also someone who knows your ins and outs of your own character as well. I remember Domi's been playing Zato up until, I believe, Season 3, so a lot of experience on the character.
Yeah, that is a long time to be playing a character. Hey, Zato already trying to apply pressure. Immediate baits out burst. Okay, Brian, what can you do from this situation? I believe that's the Drunken Shade. We are just going right into the super. There's the Shark. We're going through the wall. tskrBrian in a great situation right now, getting that pop bonus.
Tried to set up a throw there, yeah, but messed up, but covered it with the shark, with the frog, rather.
Go, my son. Hold down the neutral.
Hold down the offense and the neutral here. Nice side swap route on the hit. Gonna reset Eddie one more time and bathe the DP as well with the pose. Gonna go for Amorphous again. Already getting Eddie back, so no need to go for the sword super. Gonna go for straight damage here. Eddie even coming out right now. Drills, here we go. Just gonna Gold Burst, not gonna hold that. Found the spot to get that as well. Got rid of Eddie and got positive bonus as well. Very good positioning here for Domi to come back. Has full stamina to work with as well. Tries to upcut through the pose, but that's not gonna work. Nice combo using the jump over to side swap. through the frog leap and good combo awareness and just overall just good plays back to back to back. Gonna even up the score to 1-1.
This character is so sick. I am just in awe of what I am seeing right now. I'll be real.
Yeah, no, it's sick. You know, again, you don't see this character often at all. I've commentated many of Paragon lines, but I could count on one hand the amount of times I've seen Zato. So seeing one, especially a great one, tskrBrian been playing Zato since the beginning. We were talking about Domi playing up until Season 4 when Sing got crazy. tskrBrian stayed on the character. So we got new setups, we got so much years of experience to bust out things we've never seen before. But here we go, Domi busts out the 6Ks instead, doing a ton of damage here. Tyrant Barrel with very little scaling, gonna do a lot of damage here. tskrBrian already in a bad spot.
tskrBrian not blocking high, and the tap dust, we'll see it. Domi taking this early lead in game 3. Tsker just trying to find some sort of opening right now. And he's going away for a little bit. Zato having a fight by himself. Air to air by Domi meeting Tsker. Oh, good anti-air on the air stall, but here we go. Tsker finally trying to start some pressure as well. Good FD forces Zato back in the drunken shade now, keeping Domi in the corner. Now BRC back throw. Whew.
That 6K has been putting in work for Domi here. Sneaks in the overhead, conserving the stamina for that mix-up, and gets the 2-1 lead. Domi been using a great deal of just like knowing when to cash out on that stamina resource. I know everyone jokes about how he has so much stamina because he also has burst and tension to work with. But when Domi's not willing to spend that, you'll notice a lot of the time he'll either drop combos early or just not confirm hits all the way in a way that would spend that bar, because he's looking for that one good hit he's sure he's going to get that'll confirm a win or round closing combo. And now Domi, with that strategy, is now up 2-1, looking to close out this set.
tskrBrian, though, knows the score. No fear at all, especially with that round start run-up. Tsker gets DP'd. Yeah, immediately forces burst. Tsker trying to keep Domi in the corner, but Domi with the RTL is going to take this all the way to the wall and right through it. tskrBrian, maybe 2 guesses left, still has Eddie in the pocket, but Domi is going to do everything that they can to keep Eddie away.
Nice BRC forward. Again, that character knowledge knew to go through that gap with the BRC to throw before the Pierce can come out. That's that matchup knowledge you get from playing the character that you're fighting against. Oh, stop. Not going to work out this time. Looking for a shimmy. But tskrBrian holding firm, and there it goes. The second one going to work out. DomiWurld on set point now.
tskrBrian, if you've got anything in the tank, now's the time to show it. Not blocking high at all. Now Domi fully in control, opts for a throw. There's a frame kill. All right, now we're in plus frames. tskrBrian, no fear at all, goes low, interrupts Domi, but Domi just right back in Tisker's face. Shade.
Tough here. I'm holding my breath. Tsker holding on for dear life and gets caught by the 2K burst. One more chance at life. Eddie's back, so he can start some sort of mix-up here. Oppose comes out, double oppose, but Domi just running through it all. Elkhunt doesn't connect. Oppose comes out from this time, though. He's staying patient, gets hit, though, on the way out. Sword Super gonna come out, refill that Eddie gauge, hard knockdown, but Domi does have a lot of options here on defense with that 50 meter, as well as having a DP to work with. YRC's on the board as well, finds the throw, has to go for Sword Super again, out of Eddie gauge, just to refill it. One more hard knockdown to bring us to a round 3, but anything can happen here. YRC's still on deck for Domi, shows it, there it comes out, kills Eddie, and the host up gonna connect and close out the set before the burst could come out. Domi wins 3-1. Aeirion?
It's
something like that, but we got Unika on the screen, a character who, despite being a simple Shoto, does a lot of damage, has kind of not been that popular. I don't know about you, Squid.
See Potemkin just flicked laser?
Yes, he did. Honestly, he could flick whatever he wants to at this point. Nice, Potemkin was going to easily close up the round. Didn't even need the RC there. SYMPHUUKAI to a very fast start. But yeah, the thing about this matchup, Aeirion, laser's not a bad tool, but you have to be very careful because if SYMPHUUKAI's looking for that and is on point, it will get flicked. And if that DP gets evaded, you're in an even worse spot here. Safe jabs the DP again, all over it. RC, quick closeout, speed running through that first game.
Then like you won't get command grabbed for whiffing that DP. tskrBrian. Yeah, that was a speed run if I've ever seen one. Holy cow! Woo!
Yeah, that was game one. Already down. Aeirion gonna be thinking a little more about those DP placements. Got 2 of them baited, and that was a round off the bat. I mean, that is the Unika bug, the Unika brainworm. When you have a DP that's that massive and that rewarding in so many scenarios, you're gonna go for it. But the risk reward doesn't always favor you when Potemkin's in your face and he's safe jabbing you. Doesn't always, might not be the best choice because it hurts quite a lot when your DP gets punished by Potemkin, as you can see. So we're gonna see a little more of that if that keeps up. But hopefully Aeirion changes up the game plan and defense a little bit.
Yeah, and we can see Aeirion just trying to take a slower slower pace now, not using that laser that much. Using the Michael Sword, though, to great effect. Top attack connects. Another Michael Sword connects as tskrBrian has to give up the burst. Because that was going to go through the wall if he didn't. Deep tackle to close distance, but Aeirion is ready. There's the DP, there's the top attack. Oh no! Doesn't send tskrBrian through the wall!
Force the burst as well.
Yeah.
Flicks coming out, tskrBrian looking for that fireball, but Aeirion finally switching up the game plan, but gets caught out of the air. He tackled the conversion, pop buster, RC pop buster. You thought you escaped? No-uh. Full / counter hit. And now we're going to a round number 2. tskrBrian was on the back foot, but all Pot needs is a good 2 counter hits. And the round one is very quickly. 3 Faustus coming out. There goes the 5-inch catch in the backdash as well. Aeirion in the back foot. You do not want to be in the corner this early against Potemkin. Gun Dipper, backdash away from the 2K. 6P to get through. Got a little more offense now. Jade's going to connect under that 5P, and there it goes. Comes out, but trades a little bit in Aerion's favor, but the backdash gets caught again here. Oh, but drops the combo on purpose to set up another pop buster into the heavenly. The 2-piece combo gonna bring tskrBrian to a 2-0 lead.
tskrBrian showing why Potemkin is considered to be one of the best characters in this current patch, or has been the best character in this current patch. But Unika, no slouch in this patch either. Obviously can fight against Potemkin pretty well, but Aeirion needs to pick better spots.
Definitely needs to make better spots. The defense has been opened up a few more times than you would like to see as the one on defense against Potemkin in the first place, right? You got to be extra careful. The DP does not save you from everything, unfortunately. As much as I wish it did, as much as Aeirion definitely wishes it did, it does not. Took a little long there. Might be seeing a kick switch and I was dead right. Here comes the Nagoriyuki, probably the former main before we got to the Unika. So we're going to see maybe a little more comfortability in this matchup. No projectiles to work with other than clone. So
yeah,
let's see how things switch up here.
I imagine that this is probably a worse matchup overall, but yeah, the character familiarity may provide some dividends here, but not like that. Just armoring through the round start. tskrBrian already forcing Aeirion into the corner. Yeah. Ruda impact to stagger. There's a Potemkin buster. It's out DP.
First from Aeirion, very desperate Beyblade there. Gets armored straight through. And tskrBrian showing no signs of letting up is already on set point here, Squid.
No mercy, no remorse. Already blocking the Beyblade. No punish off of it though. tskrBrian.
Oh no. Oh no.
Baby, let's go! tskrBrian, ladies and gentlemen! Probably could have killed right there, but gets the follow-up combo anyways. And it is a clean 3-0.
Here we go. The ladder continues. More sin, but now Ino has taken the stage here in the form of CrimpyTie. A little bit of the air stare down there. Both players jumping. Good 6P for recommended though. Backdash, a bit of a throw. Doesn't get it, but still gets a combo. Drops a little early. All the stamina gone. 8 stroke from CrimpyTie to start the offense. Both players all over the place, but an air throw going to reset that offense one more time. Recommended throw going to connect. Look for one more. Absolute chaos. I can't even tell you what just happened there, Squid. But all I know is Crimpy's now taking the turn here with the note.
And CrimpyTie now using that Ino air dash to great effect, though. Recommended finds the hit, gets the confirm, and takes us to round 2. CrimpyTie, though, does have full burst, so might be able to use that soon. Yeah, we're just going to go right through the wall. Recommended not taking a whole lot of damage, but what is important for CrimpyTie is getting that positive bonus.
Throw as well.
Yeah.
That's just away from the super. You got to hit it before the second hit, though, or else it's plus unblocked. Recommended the OG knowledge check into the command grab. What a way to turn things around. CrimpyTie not up to kill though. Didn't break the wall.
We're playing the neutral game. Nice. There you go. CrimpyTie finds the air hit. Brings us to the 3rd round.
Wow, what a confirm off those lights. Didn't get too much, but still. Got a good chunk of damage, but now CrimpyTie once again finding a way to get these hits off. A stroke, confirmed with the 6P. JS gonna hit counter here. Note on deck, lifts it though. S-stroke goes under the 2P, counter hits it as well. A lot of hits connecting here. Good secondly for CrimpyTie. Wall break with the MLA. A little bit of help for recommended to work with, but CrimpyTie looking confident to take this game 1. Dash cancel gets counter hit with the 2 S's. Oh, I can't even keep up. There's so much happening. Overhead, PRC still doesn't block it. Forced to burst.
There goes the note, jumps over the note. PRC's to try and get something. Anti-airs the dive kick, but unable to confirm. Recommended gets another straight hit. There's a throw. What's the setup? It's overhead. And Recommended cleans up what I can only call a pretty messy round 3 in order to take that first game. Also, how you doing, the raid Tisker?
Wow. Wait, Tisker, you're done? You done, buddy?
Dang.
Dang. I mean, hey, you know what? Mental health over rage queuing. No one wants to rage queue on the ladder. But hey, I hope you lost 2 games, you're cooked. I feel you. It'd be like that. And here we go, moving on with our current set happening right now. A lot of spaghetti on the floor, but who's gonna pick it up? So far, it's Recommended.
And we can see CrimpyTie finding a very good opening, already putting Recommended into the corner. This is where Ino wants to keep you. Or I guess we're just going to break the wall and get that positive bonus back. Recommended finds the stray hit, immediately puts Crimpy into their own corner, blocks the first hit of the super, doesn't block the second one. Okay.
You gotta hit it before the second one comes out, or else it's plus unblock. The Ino classic, one of the first things you gotta learn when fighting the character. Working out for CrimpyTie here is get another first round.
Knowledge checks everywhere. CrimpyTie trying to identify what Recommended does or doesn't know. Trying to use that to great effect. First already off the table for CrimpyTie. I'm sorry, air dashes the low from Recommended. That was sick.
Here we go, H-stroke. YRC, base the DP as well. Didn't properly punish it, but still the JS connected as an overhead as stroke goes unpunished. Recommended still finding him with the 5P. No stamina to work with, only 1 bar, not enough to do much with. RC to get CrimpyTie off. Bar slash gonna connect. RC can't get anything, but Home Stomp comes out before the throw. Recommended trying to go up 2-0 here.
CrimpyTie just, not what you want to see on CrimpyTie's side, getting anti-aired like that. Recommended getting the early throw, already putting CrimpyTie into the corner. There's the hoof stomp to go through the wall. CrimpyTie bleeding heavily down to last 20%, although gets a starter with the stroke. but immediately gets out first from Recommended. There's a big RC to confirm a combo. Going through the wall once again, not a whole lot of damage, but positive bonus. Might as well be worth its weight in gold in this scenario right here.
RTL, is it enough to kill with the cash out? Still no. I thought that would be enough, but now no mirror, but it's gonna get the positive bonus and waits out the flex shield on top of it. What a bait. Recommended all over those defensive options is now up 2-0.
My God, Recommended. This is a match to end all matches. Holy cow. Recommended going up 2-0. CrimpyTie. Again, I think they're just trying to identify what Recommended knows about this matchup. We shall see. Can CrimpyTie bring everything together? Can they start the comeback right here?
We'll see. 2S gonna get punished by the note there. No hurt box on that projectile. 6P, but no full combo. But CrimpyTie still making that offense work. HCL, MLA for the wall break. A great start already in game 3. This is how the comeback starts. I lied. Great counter hit 6P. Oh, try to cash out the stamina, but didn't quite get it. Nor did we get a hard knockdown on the wall break. So back to neutral here. CrimpyTie's 100 meter to work with. But so soon will Recommended, who also has 100 meter. Full sticks of butter from both sides. Crimpy spends it first, but Recommended spends the burst instead. RC from the hit on the 6P. Looking for the burst out. The CrimpyTie not giving it. Holding on still.
Yeah, we're just going to
no
take this.
Kill.
We're going to try and take this burst into the next round, potentially. Although CrimpyTie looking for the hero note, follows behind it, and Recommended has the flag stick out. Ready in time. CrimpyTie, last chance for you. You've got a great hit. Here's a great confirm. You've got Recommended in the corner. Going through the wall.
More knockdowns. Aggressive run up from Recommended. Look for the hook stomp, but got smacked straight through it. Into the reversal super to combo. JS gonna close out the round. CrimpyTie gonna bring it to a round 3. Trying to survive here. Recommended trying to close it out.
Absolutely. CrimpyTie. Can you bring us to a game 4? Recommended doesn't want to. A really aggressive burst to keep CrimpyTie into the corner. CrimpyTie gets that corner escape with the dive kick, but Recommended just so ready. CrimpyTie just keeps getting struck by stray buttons. It's the stroke. Going through the wall once again.
100 meter on the side. I Recommended to work with 50 for the BRC forward. It's a big hit. Forces the burst out for Crimpy. Didn't have any options there. Trade on the air-to-air. CrimpyTie has to hold something and get smacked by the beat driver at the very end. Recommending
it's right here. Hiho, this is their last match that they need to play before they hit 7. Test your luck. Looking to knock Hiho off of the first place pedestal right now.
Yeah, this will be a very important match for how this ladder turns out. Super important win for both ends. Try to go for the guard crush mix of the RC, but missed the throw entirely. Hiho still forced the burst because TestYourLuck was aggressive with his own burst here. Goes in with the late Beyblade. Hiho just staying patient, not moving too much, as we're used to seeing Hiho, a very chaotic Millia usually, but does not want to get clipped by these Nago normals because they hurt so much. But nice air dash over the 5H to get that offense started. 2K2E gets YRC'd. TestYourLuck trying to get some blood back with these normals. 2S 5H. 2S hitting right before Hiho goes up. Over gonna connect OTG with the Beyblade to close out just before the blood pop. TestYourLuck with an early lead.
Big risk off of TestYourLuck's side with the Beyblade. An excellent reward, already getting the command grab in order to reset that blood meter, and now Hiho forced to block for your life.
Oh my god, you're dead.
Yeah, no, you are hella dead. Adios with a perfect 2.
Oh man, that's just the classic of just how Nagoriyuki's offense works, right? 6K, really scary button, especially get hit by because it staggers now on a hit. You've got that to worry about. You got the command grab, the close slashes, so many threats that all will equally be just as damning, right? You don't want to get grabbed because you don't want to have Nagoriyuki spamming clones in your face, Beyblade high-lowing you, but you also don't want to get hit by a close slash or any try to strike as well, because that can hurt just as much, and the more close slashes you hit, As you finally get scared at the wrong point and get hit, that will be death. What a route from TestYourLuck, using the JD wall bounce to set up a burst bait. Also a fantastic start, 6H for a little extra chip, but he'll finally gonna get some space on it.
Absolutely. Now TestYourLuck just trying to crack open Hiho's defense, though. Hiho starting to bleed pretty heavily. TestYourLuck still needs to manage blood just a little bit. Gets clipped. Has to give up the burst, otherwise was probably going to go through the wall. And now TestYourLuck trying to find their way in. Never mind, Hiho comes to...
See ya. Toss them up, slam them down. 2H into 6H, so much damage. TestYourLuck, oh no, what a start. Not gonna do too much, but set him a wall break already to get some of that blood back. And positive bonus, Nagoriyuki's even more of a threat now. TestYourLuck trying to get it quick to a lead, but the jump gets ran under. Good aggressive play by Hiho, trying to now get something started. Jay's gonna connect and set a slump opportunity. Yes, indeed. Side slump messes it up though.
That was crazy. I cannot process what just happened. Hiho now trying to find their way in. Crazy counter hit. TestYourLuck now just needs one solid hit. Looking to stagger. Yeah, Hiho finds a stray hit. TestYourLuck immediately gives up first, and now we're playing this neutral. Once again, blood pop, and this should kill. Yes, it does, Hiho. Oh my god.
Yeah, just the patience wearing out. TestYourLuck got impatient himself there. Spent the blood trying to sneak out a hit to close out the game and bring it to a 2-0 lead. But just as quickly, Hiho is fighting back. Nice capital to side swap and gets another left or right. Couldn't even tell which side that landed on. Same side, good block though, gets caught by the low. Wall breaks in the last second. Bar slash to break the wall. Positive bonus situation. BRC on deck. Use it for the disc instead. Goes over and under the JK. Full combo should get it here. No, a burst in the last second. Nagoriyuki with no blood can make something happen here. 2K2D, Fukyo. Hiho staying patient. Doesn't want to take any risk at all. But look at the risk on the gauge though.
Risk fully cranked. TestYourLuck just needs that one solid hit on Hiho. Oh, but the
find it.
flower!
The capital coming out just before, and yeah, like you said, Hiho tying it up now, 1-1. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. These Millia matchups always somehow manage to raise my anxiety, even though I don't know how.
It's scary because again, it's a low health character, low health hero moving around, doesn't have any real projectiles to fight at a distance with, right? So has to slowly weave their way in against Nagori, who's such a threat. Nagori, you can make you hurt so much. Backdash wants to make use of that bite that he just got to get some kind of move off, but again, Hiho waiting it out, staying patient. This is not the normal Hiho that we're used to. He gets caught by the 2H. Is this enough to kill? Absolutely.
Maybe with the wall. Yes. Nice job. TestYourLuck. Identifying the correct route. Hiho, no burst to speak of just yet. We'll get it back in just a couple of seconds. But already against the wall, there's the command grab to reset blood. Now, just the infinite Tsukiyomi of pressure from TestYourLuck draws out burst from Hiho. Now, TestYourLuck back in. The low Beyblade connects, and a perfect will bring TestYourLuck up 2-1.
TestYourLuck absolutely on fire here. Running through that third game, 2-1 lead. Really important game to win as well for both sides, but TestYourLuck coming out on top, has momentum. Nagoriyuki has the damage, has the health to close this out. Hiho gonna have a mountain to climb here. Wanted that lead to be able to make a few more mistakes than normal, but now has to play perfect to bring this set back.
Let's see. Can Hiho bring this to a game 5, or will TestYourLuck be the first one to dethrone Hiho tonight and take position of that #1 spot as the sole undefeated? Command grab gets junked by Hiho, and now the pressure begins. Good back throw by TestYourLuck though. Hiho forced to give up the burst, but immediately back in TestYourLuck's face. C's exchanged on both sides. Test your luck, guesses wrong side. And now Hiho, one guess away now, one touch away. There's the touch, wall break with the Artemis should be enough to kill.
Crazy situation there, really ambitious play. Hiho has to make even more of those plays to get back in the set. Test your luck. Understands that with this lead, you don't have to play too crazy. Just let Hiho make the mistakes instead. Not being as aggressive as usual, high blood. Trying to whittle that back down with these normals. 2S coming out and 2H. Big damage here confirms with the 5K. Wall break off the double into the 6H. Look at the damage.
Yeah, Hiho needs to be perfect from here on in. Good block on the Beyblade, but not blocking the follow-up. Test your luck with a perfect answer. Now on match point. Go. Hiho gives up so much space early on to try and bait Test Your Luck into overextending, but Test Your Luck so on point. Hiho forced into the corner, and now this is where the guessing game begins. But for which side?
I'm not sure. Nice air throw, reading the timing on the Capel. 5H for some Chipp. Beyblade comes out, no burst, good patience, but too patient. Doesn't get past the 5K, 6H. Anderson, but La Forma, who was originally looking at Kai in terms of what we saw last, now switches to the Sin for the mirror. We're gonna see a whole lot of as this set gets started.
Absolutely, we're gonna be seeing a whole ton of DPs as La Forma already putting Recommended into the corner with the Wild Assault. Recommended forced to burst, otherwise was going to be at a great risk of going through the wall. Now puts La Forma into the corner as well. Good to escape. Now we're just in this mid-screen neutral again. Recommended gets the grab, and all of this starting from the low or overhead. Miss input on the super, perhaps? I'm not sure, but doesn't connect with the Tyrant Barrel. La Forma saying, let me show you how it... But doesn't get the sweet spot either.
Yeah, a lot of clubs there. What happened was Recommended on certain routes, like a very low-scaled air hit, for example, 2H will actually pop the opponent up way too high for a Tyrant Barrel to hit immediately. So you actually have to delay it there. Recommended didn't do that, and thus ended up dropping the Tyrant Barrel, which sucks.
Interesting. As we see the Sin neutral get played right now, both players Recommended first to get burst back, but also at half health. Finds a good hit on La Forma, though. And this should... No, never mind. Recommended just DPs out. He's trying to bait something out of La Forma. La Forma with the patience. Even more patience. Baits out a throw by Recommended, but Recommended... Oh my god. How many DPs are we going to see tonight? Let me know, chat.
At least 50 more. 2H comes out. La Forma trying to get a hit in. Does with the DP. Confirms with the hit. And that's actually enough to kill with the 2H. La Forma coming back in that round to close out the first game.
My god. Wait, where are we? This is not the normal lobby that we are accustomed to.
Interesting setup there. Wow, I like what you got going on.
I like what you've done with the place. It's very avant-garde.
I like the vibe. It's very, the ambiance is quite entrancing. But here you go. Speaking of ambiance, we're going straight to Council of 3, everyone's favorite stage. Getting ready for game 2 now. 2S counter hit, already forcing the burst.
La Forma did not want to be put into a situation where they would to guess, immediately putting Recommended into the corner, but Recommended just F it, we DP. Go, Tyrant Barrel this time gets the sweet spot going through the wall, and that is a big grip of life gone out of La Forma. Blocks the DP out from La Forma. This should be the round, potentially? Yes! Finds the route.
Good routing from Recommended, making up for the mistakes from earlier. But can we keep up that momentum? La Forma already getting started with the Elcon. Making Recommended burst despite the round lead. That's very big if La Forma could get back and bring it to a round 3. DP gonna come out. Tap dust gonna work as well. connecting into the close slash dash cancel for the easy confirm. 6H for the wall break. No hard knockdown, but positive to be really good, especially with that healthy 2K 6H. Does not connect it to the L-Con, so one more mix-up comes out, and it's going to be the hook stop hitting overhead and putting the Forma into a round 3, trying to get that 2-0 lead.
Absolutely. Now round start. Recommended gets the first hit, although unable to follow through. La Forma immediately on the offense, but Recommended saying, I have the same tools that you have. We shall see. Can La Forma find the hit? They do. Recommended going to be bleeding after this one. And no Tyrant Barrel for the hard knockdown. Instead, just opting to go for the positive bonus and keep the meter. Or no, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong screen. La Forma did not have intention to do it. This should be just about it. No, drops! Recommended last chance, but I believe that was a chip out. And La Forma taking the 2-0 lead.
2-0 lead indeed there. Almost messed up that last combo. Actually, rather did mess it up, but wasn't enough to mess up the entire round. Thankfully, in terms of Forma's position, in a very commanding spot now with the 2-0 lead in the mirror. So I'm not sure. I didn't see his La Forma's Kai level, so I can't even tell you if this is actually the main or not, or if this is just a counter pick because maybe La Forma just hates playing Kai and Sin. It's an interesting switch. A lot of context to be had that we're missing here. What we do know is that we got one more game to win inside of La Forma, but Recommended gonna be fighting very hard for that comeback, but misses the throw punish.
Absolutely, and this is where Recommended wants to start the comeback here. We're gonna get a Tyrant Barrel through the wall. That's hard knockdown, so Recommended, the Oki setup just goes overhead. Now we've got the corner. Nice job by Recommended, confirming the kill with the Tyrant. It's a perfect as well.
A great start to make a comeback happen here. Base the DP. Faust gonna connect to the counter using the stamina to confirm. DP gonna splat. Going for the 6H instead of the hard knockdown with the Tyrant Barrel, so has 50 meters to work with in this possible situation. Gets the 2K2D up the BRC. La Forma on the back foot just sends double beat driver and gets it into the delayed time barrel that time, making sure it connects. Clean it. Kinda got it there with the Gazelle stat. Punishes a Faust for the DP. Insane stuff we're seeing so far, but Recommended still finding a way to fight back here. Outcome RC, 5H gets DP through, Burrs on the other side wants to close up this game right here.
Gonna be really close. La Forma gets the RTL. This should be enough to send Recommended through the wall. Interesting routing, max damage as well. Recommended one touch away from dying. La Forma sends it on a DP. Recommended blocks it. Oh my god. Recommended thought they were going to get the kill with the Tyrant Barrel. They did it, and La Forma just sends it all on a DP, so we go to final round. Oh my god!
I'm speechless. What has these past two rounds been? La Forma still finding a way to make it, to put them in a top winning situation, but drops the combo looking for the burst. More chaos ensues. Burst goes out for Recommended. Both players running in. JH gonna connect with 9 to the 5H. Has one more hit to get and finds it with the hook. Stomp. What was that?
That was Sin player, bro.
I love Sin.
The 5-year-old, let's go, having to go up against Chipp. You can already see Redtro in the early lead. What a counter hit, but to get anything else off of it.
Nice counter hit again. Redtro being super active on defense, not quite working out. What an air dare on the JK. Good awareness to deal with the tightrope, but didn't get too much from it, so Redtro gonna DP out of there.
Asta, though, in a great spot. No burst on Retro's side at the moment, although fighting their way out of the corner. This will definitely go coast to coast. Oh my god, was that a wall cling side swap? No way!
That was nasty, using the P Alpha Blade to get to the wall and set up a kind of cross safe jump. So a lot of options covered into a mix-up as well, but still, Asta closes out the round first and now has the lead.
Great round start from Redtro, already trying to put Asta into the corner, although Asta just so willing to swing and fight their way out. There's an investment of burst with Wild Assault, and the confirm as well. Redtro getting sent to the wall, through the wall from that, and already down to a last touch situation.
Just gave up the offense. Gonna give Redtro a second chance. Felt bad maybe for being so far ahead. And now giving Redtro a chance to come back with the hard knockdown. 100 meter on the side of Asta though, so a lot of options that Redtro's gonna have to be aware of. There goes the YRC. BRC back. Redtro gonna get some space. Asta closing that distance very fast with the feature follow-up. 2K gonna catch the 6H. Air connection, and it's gonna be Redtro getting on top there, going straight for the Zanzaroga. I don't think this kills though.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be really close.
One more hit.
Not quite. Oh, F it. We DP. F it. You think you're pressuring?
Wins another round.
Here's my get out of jail free card. How about you hold that? Asta.
Oh man, Hawk Baker.
Man.
Hawk Baker.
That. Okay. Okay. Recompose and get back into it. Redtro could have easily won that first game. However, Asta just stealing it with the DP. Round start trade for both players as we get into the second game. Now we shall see who gets put into the corner first. It's looking like it's Asta, and Redtro with the overhead blocks the burst, but unable to punish.
That was such a sick burst bait, but still couldn't get the combo. So I guess a bit of a double-edged sword there. So Asta gonna come up on top. I lied. Now it's Redtro once again on the offense, just running. Didn't want to deal with any of that tightrope wall run shenanigans. And in good faith, that worked out. But no stem to work with on that Elcon. So force them the pressure. Redtro knowing this is gonna get a full combo.
Almost
Almost
the
with the
wall.
stick.
No. Almost. RC. Good block on the overhead. Asta just stick it. Yeah, this should be the route. Yeah, RTL and through the wall. No, doesn't get max damage.
DP. Shimming around, looking for a way in, but the JK denying the airspace. Good use of that move from Asta. We've seen it once, and now we've seen it twice working out.
Redtro was definitely anticipating that Asta was going to DP there at the very end, respected it, and Asta was able to get away with that round win because of it. And now Asta, this round start looking really bad as we are going through the wall. It's barely been 14 seconds, and Asta might have to give up that burst if they want to come back. No, they're not going to. They're just going to take it into this final round.
One more round to go. Very important win for Asta. 2-0 lead with the great, especially against a low health kicker like Chipp. With Redtro all over that L cut using the 6H. We've seen that originally, honestly, from Arvello, who originally came up with that tactic. From what I've seen, used it to get rid of that L cut option because it hits so low. And Chipp's 6H, not the highest recovery move either. Super low commit. But still, Asta, I was gonna say made it work out. The cash out gonna hit before Redtro can punish though. That move is really awkward to deal with if you don't punish it right away. But a wall run, I lied. A wall run back to the ground to set up some sort of alpha blade setup. But good blocks from Asta, getting two of those to get defended. But it's J2K to get the side swap. One more mix up, which is just walks back and runs straight into an L cut. Great awareness from Asta. Another JP connects, looking for the burst, but Redtro not giving it.
Good blocks. Redtro staying defensively solid. There's the trip. Yeah, forced to give up first. It's a one-touch situation for both sides now at this point. Awkward counter for both sides. Redtro trying to find an opening. Another weird counter. Redtro has to be perfect on defense from this point on. Asta. What is happening?
Double KO! We're getting one more round!
No. This is Guilty Gear. Let's go!
Such a chaotic game, and we still got more to come. Good start from Asta, getting a lot of damage, building the meter for the car super, cashing out all the stamina, no resources to work with, but a hard knockdown gonna make up for that situation. Tenfold, Elcon countering and confirming into the 2K, and giving us another hard knockdown. Clean it, still not enough to kill. Redtro has still one more chance to get out. Whoa!
DP to do it! Asta, what the hell? Please! Run up DP to close that one out? Are we serious? Are we serious? He just got finished watching the last Asta. Yeah, let's run up DP from it. Oh my god.
So, we didn't learn anything from the Forma set about DP on your own offense not working. Elcunt 1 didn't follow it up and say, you know what? I'm just going to send this DP. And it works. So now Asta's up 2-0.
Jesus. Right, but Redtro has been able, is just so strong right now. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Redtro pushed this into a game 4, and it's looking like he is working on it right now as we are going through the wall. Positive bonus for Redtro. Doesn't really have to milk it in order to get that burst. Hasn't spent anything at all. Good punish on the baited DP, and Asta is flying.
This is the beginning of the comeback. Can we keep that momentum up, though? Redtro had such a heartbreaking loss in that game, too. Has to work through that, though, and is doing a good job of it so far. The disjointings on those moves from the wall run do so much for Chipp there, but missed the combo trying to make the burst. Didn't work out, and now has to hold Asta's offense, but okay, little trade on the air one more time. 5K, Redtro still keeping it up. Same side, gonna connect, and there goes the burst from Asta. So now making use of that resource being gone, but Asta still on top here with the offense. J2K doesn't hit this time, but at least Redtro's out, runs back into the corner though. Air to air action, also trying to cover the air. 6H from Redtro, looking for the outcunt. 6P though, hard knockdown. 2K, 6P. Another Gazelle step gets DP though and blocks. The RTL has to RC this and gets the throw instead. OTG gets it with the 2S. Asta on set point.
Yeah, but Redtro, though, has a full stick of butter with the burst. Asta nowhere close to getting back soon. Good first hit off of Redtro. Asta is in a little bit of trouble. Opposite side on the side. And Redtro, yeah, running through so that way they get the wall stick and the positive bonus.
Okay, 2D gonna go around the 6P. Redtro, long combo here, resetting into the wall. Wall break, Asta holding on to the burst. Good discipline, but can't really make use of it now. Has to look for a gold burst, if anything. But a run under, close slash, read the jump, and reverse the situation entirely. Now the situation is more so in Asta's favor. The low health from Chipp, gonna be scary. RC on the JD. Nice. Will close it out. Redtro finally on the board.
Redtro, very well done. RC gets the hit, immediately RCs again because he knows Asta is forced to burst in the situation. Yeah, Redtro now trying to make the reverse sweep happen, but Asta is just looking so strong right now. Again, Redtro got to mount the climb, has completed the first step, now has to get that second and third step done. F it, we DP. We got a DP, I've got a DP. I just want to remind you of it, although Asta puts Redtro through the wall. Redtro not willing to give up burst just yet. Realizes that there is more coming. Asta using Water Soul to try and make that route save. Redtro gets killed after the burst investment, and we're going to set point now.
Absolutely set point for Asta. Looking strong, doing a good job all set of covering Redtro's movement in the air, especially frame kill from the 5-piece that we usually only see in the corner. Also used mid-screen to set up that 2H counter hit. So one more will do it. Wow, the J's gonna hit before the close slash.
Bro, last chance saloon for you. No, not even that. Dead right here, and Asta cleans up a pretty intense set 3 to Dandy Man himself.
I was gonna say, you better be rocking the purple. Stay true to the name. Nice 2D to whip punch the far slash there into the Kara Master's Hammers. Okay, so a bit of a technical Slayer here. We're gonna be seeing a lot of nasty sets coming up. As I say that, the Kara Dandy set to set up a cross-up overhead. Oh man, crosses all over the place. Close slash gonna answer here, but didn't combo fully, but still should be enough here. Gonna go straight for the map 100. I lied, it's not enough to kill.
Ear Guts at full display, but the low after the Dandy step is going to be enough to send Domi to the second round. Whole stick of butter on Lavender's side as well. Oh, we're getting a little technical with it. I can see it. Oh my lord. You're just exploding right here, Domi. You are exploding. Not enough to kill, not by a long shot, but definitely last chance for you. Yeah, gotta send a DP, gotta get some sort of offense started. Oh, a late PRC to try and pick up, potentially?
Lavender, kind of cooking. Really good play with the Slayer. Just getting the perfect mix of that unpredictability, using that back and forth horizontal movement that Slayer is so good at, just swinging back and just coming in with haymakers, using the bites to set up some cross-up overheads. Some really nasty technical stuff. I could tell as soon as I saw the Kara come out raw into the Master, I was like, okay, I see. You're one of those Slayers, all right? You're one of those. One of those that will make your life hell, as Lavender's up 1-0.
Absolutely. Domi now. Domi already forcing Lavender through the wall off of a really good round start. Taking the early advantage. Meets Lavender air to air. Gonna see, does Lavender have the defensive options that they need? They don't, as Domi goes low. Confirms with the RTL. This is all unburstable and cashes out for the kill.
Yeah, the 100-meter, all of it spent converting it to damage. But here we go. Lavender already on the back foot now after such a great start. It seems that Domi has a little more of an understanding of what Lavender wants to do and is now finally getting some more offense started as well, which is what you need if you're going to win these games here. Didn't combo off of that hit with the shimmy off the Gazelle step. Gonna be enough, so wall break here. Eat for a little bit extra flare. Doesn't do much for him, but a hard knockdown will do just enough to put Domi in a game-winning situation. 6K not gonna hit. Lavender just staying back, but gets hit by the hoof stomp last second.
Nice job by Domi. Immediately tying things up 1-1. Yeah, someone pointing it out in the chat. Perfect usage of hoof stomp to go over 2D. Absolute great recognition from Domi. And yeah, this is gonna be a close one. And these matches are also, or these games are also going to go quick as well.
Yeah, like you said, it looks like Domi is finally starting to understand where Lavender's moving around in neutral. There we go. Like I said, just blocked the 2H and cleanly jumped over the Master Hammer before it even came out. So Domi a little more comfortable now dealing with that Slayer offense, but here we go. The one bite can change everything, but at DP, Domi understanding that Lavender's gonna be a lot more aggressive with that bite set up, wants to make use of that free counter hit. But here we go. Instead, it gets a full combo instead of clean hit, tire barrel.
Maybe didn't want to go through the wall, maybe wanted to try and set up a little bit more. Doesn't matter though. Domi gets the back throw. There's a tap dust, wants to try and draw out this. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong meter. Never mind. Lavender did have burst and we're this round.
Has it for the second. DP from Domi again, not letting Lavender set anything up anymore. The offense has stagnated a lot, and Domi taking full advantage. Close like 6K again, using a lot of these stomps to try to bait Lavender into moving. But okay, good defense. 2H. Low gonna connect. OTG doesn't connect though, but now trying to get a little too fancy with the left-right. Kara bite off the YRC. Master's Hammer again trying to reset for free. There it goes. Counter on the 2K, but doesn't convert into the close slash. Big drop. And Domi gonna get a DP. Comboing off the host stomp. Burst comes out. A little too late for Domi to recognize. Didn't bait it fully. Throw comes out. No stamina to work with. 6K connects anyway. And Domi all of a sudden up 2-1.
It's going to be a fast match at this point. Lavender, first game, catching Domi unaware. Domi has recognized do and has immediately answered 2 straight. Lavender probably needs to change up angle of attack just a little bit, but as time is ticking down in the ladder, 7 minutes left, maybe if you lose this, queue back up for one more, but Domi needs to end things right here. Does that make the topic? What a great round start as well.
R/Slash gonna whip punish, but didn't quite get a full combo, didn't convert fully into that L crunch, but still set up a nice corner position, throwing on the map a hunch. Good awareness, 6K. Still, again, good defense against 6K. Domi loves setting that up because people are so used to just kind of fuzzy optioning against Sin's offense, but Lavender not doing any of that. Using Danny step to get in some space. Air throw goes the other way though, trying to set up something. No, 6P comes out. Not sure if that was intentional. I think those are 2 back-to-back inputs. Not the time to be doing so, but a big drop from DomiWurld. Jumps the Master's Hand, but doesn't punish it in time, so throw attack comes out. Same jump, back to Spear Seed to avoid it. Base the DP. Huge, try to lock out the burst, but it still comes out. Half burst left. Huge round for either player to win, and the hoof stomp will do it. Domi, 1 round away.
Yeah, but at the cost of your burst going into what is potentially final round, although admittedly, if this is final round 1, we'll see. Oh, Domi already taking full control over this round. Never mind. Lavender, big back throw. Gets a good hit. Blood-sucking universe comes out, and the side swap will do it. Lavender now working on survival point. Domi just now hitting half first.
Yeah, Slayer really good at just making sure that your burst will really hurt if it comes out at a bad time, because he needs so few hits to break the wall and do so much damage. And now the burst out from both players, but Domi gonna get it back sooner rather than later. 2H, low, safe on block, so it doesn't hold anything too bad. Map Hunch comes out, but counter it before the 2P. Here we go, 6K gonna connect off the little shimmy. Worked out just enough at long last. Hard knockdown here. One more 6K. Oh, Slash, no, gonna go straight for the 5H, try to set something up. Elkon gonna connect. Lavender's looking for a hoof stomp, but it doesn't show. And Domi closes it out 3-1. Wow.
Domi, an impressive finish at the very end. One of the OGs by Redtro. Just gonna start things off with backdash from both sides as MacMens is gonna get the first hit immediately. Try and force Redtro into the corner. Redtro willing to give up the burst early just so it means that they stay out. But MacMens able to find the hit, not quite get the wall stick. Oh my lord! Are you? No, you're not dead here, are you?
Dead. Very dead. Perfect round for MacMens to start things off. Yeah, those pokes from Anji, the fan, it may be paper, but it hurts like it's metal. It hurts real bad. So MacMens already off to a great start here. Double Rin, 50-meter build, and gonna spend that for the super confirm. I believe this one should not kill, but gonna put MacMens in a very comfortable position now.
Redtro forced guess on the Oki. MacMens goes low, and just like that, MacMens taking the first game pretty handily. Yeah, definitely a little upset that they got sent down to losers bracket, even going 6-1. We shall see. Redtro, definitely not out of it in the slightest. A very strong, a very strong Chipp as we've seen earlier tonight. But do they have an answer for the Anji? Oh, we're gonna let intros play out right now?
I don't know, let the voice lines play out. They do know each other. Chipp is Anji's boss. Which is funny, maybe Redtro thinking about it, taking a little time to breathe between the second game. Very reasonable. Let's just see if that mattered.
Did that hit opposite side? That was crazy.
Okay, MacMens very patient offense, just not doing too much. Definitely being very wary of that DP, right? Because if you don't get anything, shit doesn't DP, it's not the worst situation. But if you do get that bait, then you're in such a great position. A nice burst, waited for the cross-up to come from the Alpha Blade to push Redtro into the corner.
Life bar's just about even right now. MacMens get first one to land the significant hit. Redtro is just gonna die right there. MacMens again continuing where they left off after that first game. There's the spin, there's the fish. Now, Oki situation, MacMens. Redtro into the corner. Yeah, we're gonna go through the wall with this one, with the fans as well. Awesome bonus and the hard knockdown. Redtro, you might be able to get burst back in time, but what's more important is that you get your offense started. There is a good poking through whatever gap Redtro put in on their off. Oh, that's a good hit. We're going to do some tightrope walking. Send MacMens through the wall.
Redtro looking to fight back here. 5K. That 50-meter parry is on the deck here. Backdash away from the command grab, but not enough time to punish that Chipp. Command grab has such little recovery. You have to be super on point to punish it. Now Redtro's another chance with the Ko. One of the best anti-airs in the game. Gonna close it out.
Okay. Wait. No, here we go.
All right. Attempt number 2. Woo.
And last chance for Redtro to extend this series. Otherwise, MacMen's going to advance on with a clean 3-0. Great round start from Redtro, already forcing Mac corner, but a big back throw incident. Redtro forced to give up the burst, but not before already going down to less than half health. Side on the mix-up. RC to try and continue pressure. Good poke out by MacMens. And, ooh, runs under the DP, but unable to move. Redtro.
Back throw from MacMens, being a little patient there. To be really deep run-up throw there, but gave Redtro the time to backdash, but it wasn't enough. MacMens 1 round away from closing it out.
Redtro is starting to get some sort of game plan started, although MacMens still pretty strong, even with the extended break that did go on. Redtro trying to force us to a final round here. Redtro, MacMens staying defensively solid. Good poke out to mid-screen. Now just trying to find their way in, but Redtro run up, hits a button. MacMens bleeding pretty heavily now. Still has burst though. Will they want to invest it at all? No, might not even need to.
Ooh, barely not enough meter to RC after that Rin attempt. So Redtro forcing the burst out. A huge round win if you get it, but doesn't block and baits the burst. MacMen's gonna send it home with a 3-0 victory.
Was really close from Redtro, nearly able to bring us to a final round. Sitting right now.
Oh, nice.
Losers round 1 getting started. Lots of pressure already. Asta trying to put the hurt on Hiho, but Hiho running away as Millia does the best. One of the best jump out situations in the game with that super high super jump, double jump, air dash, so many air tools to just keep that corner pressure at a minimum. Just empty nothing, gonna catch Asta blocking the wrong way. Hard knockdown off the super. Hiho off to a strong start here.
Still has burst to work with. Potentially just sends the DP, and Hiho miles away. I mean, sometimes you just gotta do it, but
I think that was like a setup specifically meant to go around Sin's DP, because Sins is one of the few that actually advances forward a little bit and doesn't really have a hitbox behind him. So I think Hiho deliberately meant to do that, to where if Asta doesn't DP, you're still kind of safe, and if Asta does, you get the punish. So really good character knowledge. And as that happens, a DP gonna come out successfully this time. 2S gonna connect, full combo into the Ride the Lightning. This is how Asta gets the comeback started. Enough meter to cash out, but chooses not to.
Just opting to get the attention gain back from the positive. This Hiho finally getting burst back. Connects with a big button. Yeah, Asta given the opportunity to burst, does so. Hiho sends one back in kind. You kind of can do it because you have a round to work with, but maybe you want to be holding that. I don't know. Don't let me tell you how to live your life as Hiho finally hits the button to close things out.
Super unfortunate drop. I'm pretty sure Asta saw the backdash after that RC where Hiho was in the air from the backdash. But the thing is, Millia has one of the fastest backdashes in the game, along with May and Bridget. So because of that, she's not in the air for that long. So Asta went for the air counter to close slash confirm, which close slash dash cancel close slash again. But that actually dropped because Hiho had landed again.
Hiho, keep your head in the game. Please get out the chat.
You're not wrong, though.
Absolutely nerf Millia, by the way. Interesting
Good
round
start for
start.
Hiho.
Yeah, already setting up the layered offense. Asta already being sent through the wall. Half-life gone. Hiho in a great spot, but the long-range button catches whatever Hiho was trying to do. Asta. Oh! Gets thrown into the corner for their trouble. TK Bad Moon not blocked. Asta might just be keeping this burst for the next round. Yeah, this is unburstable, I want to say. No, barely alive.
Winger's so bad. Oh, Winger is so bad.
What a back jump to blow up the throw. But it doesn't matter. There's another throw follow-up behind it on Wake Up. Hiho taking the early... Hiho, what are you doing in chat? Please!
Oh, I love it. Listen, it's a part of the mind. It's a sport in of itself. The extreme sport of typing in Twitch chat as fast as you can in between rounds, or even better, in between hits. Honestly, I'm with it. I've competed. I've done that before.
I thought I was safe without Cloned being on. Now Hiho's starting to do it.
Hiho's always done it, from what I've seen. Oh wow, 60 out of nowhere. Whoa, backwards chicken leg didn't connect. Side swap off the TK turbo fall. Asta was not ready at all. One more mix up. Where are you going?
What is happening?
Oh my god, can't punish it.
This looks like rollbacks happening, but no, Hiho is just moving that quickly and side swapping that fast. Asta last hit is not gonna be able to make anything come back. Hiho up 2 games. And still typing in chat.
Moving all over the screen. Definitely creative mode. Definitely a double tap jump for flight. Started flying around, placing blocks. You know what I'm saying? Steve's the next character in season 5. I'm letting you know right now.
Absolutely, Minecraft Steve, not content.
Imagine I would lose my mind.
Not content with just running around in Smash Bros. Ultimate, has to invade.
Listen, Capital is basically just Steve placing a block under him in Smash Bros. Bro, you're not ready for that conversation. The people aren't ready.
No, I fully see the vision. Hiho, wrist already cranked. Finally, a little bit of pressure and gets the stray hit into the full combo as well. There's a setup. Asta not blocking the right. There's a throw incident. Oh my god, it is just a disaster after Asta kept Hiho in the corner for so long. Are you dead? I think you are from this Artemis and Warbreak. Goodbye.
Wow. Extremely strong round. Hiho's mix-ups. The bag is never ending. It's full of tricks and surprises, and Asta just cannot keep up. One of the highest pace Millias you'll ever see. But Asta, okay, starting to get something going, getting little stray hits here and there, but not making the most of it again. Good hit, but no conversion. So Hiho just jumps right out. 6-piece to prevent the chase. 5K, TK, Bad Moon. Jump from both ends. Hiho again, just weaving their way in and out of this pressure that Asta's trying to set up. Never works out. Trying to run under the same thing we saw against Redtro. Not going to work out because Hiho has even more air options than Chipp. But Asta finally getting that hit. The fly swatter coming in. Clean hit on the Tyrant Barrel.
Count Hiho. Okay, now you can count Hiho out of that round. Asta. Here we go. Hiho still on match point. Asta trying to force us into a... What a hit! And a confirm! Asta already bleeding pretty... for Hiho now as Burst finally comes back and the tension gain finally finished up. About almost 100 tension on Hiho's side. Asta just sends the Tyrant Barrel. It connects. Brittle Bone Syndrome. Millia on display. Burst gets baited. And we're going to a game 4.
Game number 4. Hiho not quite confirming the sweep. 1-2 now. Asta slowly finding the hits that we need to bring it back. The unless is now being put into the fray. The question mark has yet to be answered. Asta, what the floor? I just realized Asta said. I think this might just be a different account. But the floor 6, level 51. Hold up.
Man just typed check this shit, okay? I want the record to show Hiho typed that in before round start.
Better not lose. You can't check this shit into lose. Uh-oh, counter it, close slash. Hiho caught pressing. Clean hit, Tyrant Barrel. Doing a ton of damage here. Eyes on you, Hiho. Didn't block that. Blocked overhead. Okay. RC for the extension. 6K. Avoided the JK. Also try to read a jump out. But Hiho staying on the ground at the right time. Reset. Throw gonna connect. One more. JH gonna hit meaty. Asta not blocking. No hard knockdown though. 50 meter on the side. Avoids the DP. Insane guess from Asta there. Hair car. Piercy's up but gets air thrown out. Can't OTG from that far.
Since the hair guard, Asta feeling themselves with the teabag. Hiho now. Don't let it end like this. Do not get exposed like this. You are talking some mad shit. You were talking some mad shit. The fastball. Asta already half health. Goes low. Hits Hiho. Pull up. And the tap dust not blocking. Has to burst. Hiho now. Since the hair car, RC's out.
Ooh, same side off the barrage there. Caught Asta blocking the wrong way again. Whoa, can't jump out of that close slash. We're going one more round. Hiho trying to close it out right here and silence the haters. I don't know. Asta's not making it easy though.
Absolutely not. But again, Hiho behind on the burst economy right now. Asta already spending 50 meter for that wild assault. Infinite Tsukiyomi of Sin pressure happening right now. He finds a good hit and now is able to start their own. What a side swap! This time goes opposite side. Sends Asta to the wall. No! What a clash!
Wow.
My lord! Asta has burst.
Hold on, hold on. Hiho was looking too hard for the burst, but the jump out again. Asta holding on, gets the gold burst instead. Pump stop block, jumps away from the gazelle step, right back into the corner. Oh, Hiho moved all over the place. Bad mood into the teabag. Oh my god.
Hiho able to back up the smack talk. First time looking at SYMPHUUKAI tonight.
Yes, indeed. The only player, actually, in this top we've seen none of beforehand. So, finally a fresh face on the screen. Testament at that, but TestYourLuck not going to make it easy to put on a good show. Clone comes out and almost baited the burst. Pressed 5 can look preemptively there. Didn't react to the shockwave, not connecting on anything.
SYMPHUUKAI now trying to get into that sweet spot range that Testament wants to operate at. Stain gets popped. Yeah, the succubi coming out. And we're going through the wall. And it's a hard knockdown as well. Stain still on Nago, and the pop will kill. SYMPHUUKAI taking the earth here as we start round 2. Awkward counter for both sides. SYMPHUUKAI, though, getting the better part of it. There's the crow as it flies. Grave Reaper being used. Beyblade Druid. Now SYMPHUUKAI stuck in the corner.
Nago pressure so scary, and it's for a reason. Nice damage off the BRC 5K. Not enough to kill, though. The situation's really good for TestYourLuck. Got aggressive with that white wall assault. Wanted that last hit to connect, but SYMPHUUKAI with the patience. Gonna be rewarded with the 2S. Converting into the Nostrovia. Full combo extending with the Stain. Razors are gonna break the wall. No Stain, though, and no hard knockdown. So honestly, TestYourLuck's in a good spot here to make something happen. And does what the tap does.
Blocking high as we go into the final round again. Both sides, though, do have burst, so this is effectively just a one-round set, or one-round game to start off the set. TestYourLuck, though, getting rewarded very early on. SYMPHUUKAI does get a stray hit, forcing TestYourLuck back into the full screen. The clone goes out to try and clear out some of that screen space. And TestYourLuck extremely high on blood. SYMPHUUKAI exploding, and the 5P will do it with the anti-air. TestYourLuck goes up 1-0.
Woo, yeah. Nago swings once, swings twice, and you're dead. He does a lot. It's always a jump scare every time because it's such whoa. Time out. Whoa, I did not even know SYMPHUUKAI had a Unika in the back, but apparently we're getting the switch. Let's see if anything changes here. Automatically getting the burst out right off the bat, so this is the Unika starting off well.
Yeah, but it was also a really good burst on TestYourLuck's side because it sent SYMPHUUKAI into the corner because of the gun dipper hitting so low. SYMPHUUKAI already pretty low on health, and now TestYourLuck in the sweet spot where he wants to be, about halfway to that final blood bar being filled. But SYMPHUUKAI is just absolutely melting via the chip, and there you go, TestYourLuck. This first round.
Really good start for TestYourLuck. DP catch with the far slash, didn't convert fully, and the huge DP gonna eat through that far slash. So SYMPHUUKAI trying to start something now. Now we're level 2 blood, so the lasers make more sense to press now. But okay, Nago still finding his way in. TestYourLuck making the most of the offense, try to BRC for a cheeky throw reset, but it didn't work out. Hard knockdown with the enhanced gun dipper. Cross up, JH gonna connect, counter hit there. Not sure TestYourLuck press, but you're gonna play the price here. One more mix up. 5HH for the safety, 2SS, but didn't combo properly. Went straight for the, oh no, the Bicycle Sword doesn't connect, and Nago almost gets another hit in, but the nice timed reversal YRC to change the situation at the last second, getting one more round here.
Late scramble benefiting SYMPHUUKAI the most. TestYourLuck starting things off in a round, early round run-up throw. Already half health gone from SYMPHUUKAI. It's barely been 10 seconds. Where did your life go? I'm sorry. What?
I swear to you, I did not see the health bar until it was at like 20%. I thought like, I was like, SYMPHUUKAI still got a lot of health. I look, I'm like, oh no, wait, you don't.
My lord!
SYMPHUUKAI does not have a lot of health left. In fact, SYMPHUUKAI is going to die, but sticking with the Unika, and now has to lock that character in to complete the entire reverse 3-0, cannot switch back.
Duel 1.
I think this is probably SYMPHUUKAI's best option, just because Testament. I'm not sure what good options Testament has to really push back Nago once he gets in. Unika, though, really not, or TestYourLuck just ready for the Unika, though. SYMPHUUKAI already down to your last 10%, 20 seconds already gone off the board, and there you go. TestYourLuck now matchup.
Yeah, making it really tough. You gotta mention that the last set they played went 3-2. So I'm not sure if SYMPHUUKAI switched to Unika in that first set. But here we go, trying to make it happen in this winners finals here. Top 3 super important. It's insane early, but the forward advancing 6P, one of the few of its kind. TestYourLuck making use of it, but there we go. 5H connecting. Wasn't aware of the blood, but still, no, that doesn't connect. Almost sold around there.
Whew. Yeah, trying to stay defensively solid through the blood burst, but the gun dipper, the last-ditch gun dipper will seal it up for TestYourLuck, and now TestYourLuck, round start already in the corner once again, going through the wall, half health gone. SYMPHUUKAI in a really great spot right now. TestYourLuck has to find something.
6H, a quarter of the health gone. DP gonna connect from a mile away. High blood, Nago can't use clones to get around the laser beam. And a overhead from downtown. Gonna put SYMPHUUKAI on the board.
SYMPHUUKAI finally getting that first win, and yeah, just double checking. TestYourLuck actually won. Just to correct something really quickly, TestYourLuck actually beat SYMPHUUKAI in a 3-1 set during the portion, not a 3-2. So maybe history repeating itself. Nah, it's all good. I don't know. SYMPHUUKAI definitely looking a lot more confident on the Unika. DP gets baited! Oh! And first as well! Oh, you are dead. You are dying for this. Not at this moment, but you may as well just put down the controller. Go GG. I'll catch you next week.
Oh, it's so tough. Positive bonus, so much blood getting refunded back, especially with this 2S 5H as well. DP misses the close slash, goes the wrong way, but another DP gets baited. TestYourLuck all over that. One more round to move on to winner's final.
SYMPHUUKAI, last chance here. Again, the Unika, when it is working great. TestYourLuck, navigating through whatever pressure that SYMPHUUKAI is representing. Wonderful. SYMPHUUKAI!
You're dead. No, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not, no, you're not.
Almost dead! I didn't want to say anything!
Oh, nice IB to get past the white wall assault. Full combo here for SYMPHUUKAI. Gonna convert into not a full combo, but a YRC instead of tap dust to close it out. TestYourLuck action coming your way, but going through the Potemkin's not gonna be easy.
Yes, Fridge Man himself, Potemkin. You already see Kiske in a really bad spot, already in the corner, although Domi fight their way out. Gifto, though, it only takes 2 touches. Oh, got Cancer Kai already coming out. It catches. That's going to be the round. And Gifto taking an early lead pretty dang quick.
Mito, Hammerfall break pressure. Domi finding and weaving through the pressure there. Nice confirm with the Kara DP for the extra corner carry. No hard knockdown though. He's gonna save the 50 meter for the neutral. Taking the time, jumping, JK, connecting into the JD. That was a sick confirm. We got the wall bounce too.
I've never seen that move before, I will be honest.
JD.
Acting like you won't get command grab there. That is a burst bait and the round. And the game.
Skifto up 1-0.
Gifto showing just exactly what Potemkin can do. Yeah, the JD, I think I've ever seen a Sen use that before.
No, you see it. You'll see it in certain red RC confirms in the corner, because sometimes it's optimal. You'll see it here and there, but it'll be super low to the ground, so it's kind of hard to spot. But there, Domi using it in a pretty niche spot off the JK confirm to get the really late wall bounce. So it's a move you see every so often. I'm sure you've seen it at least once, but just didn't notice.
Probably. We already see Domi in the early lead here. Seeing a little snack being eaten before the maybe a sour spot. Didn't seem to do a lot of damage. Gifto trying to fight their way out. Now, oh, go, Domi, using the RTL. Will kill from
the
it.
Kill. Yeah.
Wow.
Through Potemkin's health of all characters, still found the kill. Hope something straight over the 2P, not having any of that. Maximum damage, all the stamina spent, but a nice positive bonus situation will put Sin in the driver's seat. Nobody's looking to get this score back to even. Elkon straight under that, flick that back. Burst coming out from Skifto, doesn't want to hold another wall break.
Yeah, probably ideal for Skifto as well. Okay, here we go. Domi just opts for a reset. Oh, getting hit and taking a ride. 100 meter as well. Yeah, this is going to wall break and give the... tskrBrian can kill off a one touch potentially. Has to work through burst. Maybe? No! We're going to another final.
One more round. Super important round is that. tskrBrian being up 2-0 will be absolutely massive. Dom will have a mountain to climb to come back. Potemkin is such a hard character to whittle down, especially when Sin doesn't have the best inherent offense in of itself. Has amazing neutral, but the offense, especially against Potemkin, with so much health, you have to take the risk, like going for a throw. And as soon as a read out of nowhere, it could go south. Try to make one there, but got countered by the beat driver. Domi keeping it up.
Domi layering this offense very well, but throwing the overhead. PRC forward into the heat knuckle. Yeah. At a one-touch situation, but gets the max range. tskrBrian though forced to give up burst and use the Gigantor trying into a bad. Domi though just opts to burst. It is a one-touch situation now from Tyrant Barrel. Will seal it. Domi ties things up 1-1.
1-1. Domi saving himself from a 2-0 deficit, getting a bit better of a control over the neutral once again. Same thing we saw in the last time we saw Domi against Lavender on the Slayer. Struggled at first to deal with the initial options that his opponents are presenting, but as the set goes on, the stronger Domi's overall play seems to get. So let's see if that trend continues here in Game 3.
Absolutely, and here we go. Already a DP out. Doesn't second hit though. And now we're in this neutral game. tskrBrian give up first. Don't want to be put into the nice little as well. Domi goes air to air. Good defense on tskrBrian's side, and Domi just has to opt for a throw. Gets the overhead this time. tskrBrian, what is your response? Nice!
Uh-oh. 100 meter, no RC, but gonna be a fantastic spot here. 2K, 2D, not connecting fully into the Gigantor. Air, ride the lightning, has 100 meter to cover, so I guess it's not the most terrible decision, and actually ended up winning Domi the round here.
I cannot believe it. That was insane! Domi, alright, trying to take early advantage, but tskrBrian with the command grab. That's how life goes. That is a bad position that you're in.
What a frame kill there. Used the hammer fall break to set the 5-piece safe jab. Domi wasn't ready for that. Thought it was gonna be something fake, but here we go. Speaking of fake, got right over that slide head round start. Huge starter, forcing tskrBrian to burst. Very important round here. Only up 2-1 will be huge for either character.
Absolutely, Domi trying to fight for that that game advantage, although tskrBrian never out of it, just needs 2 touches to make the comeback. Domi has to burst in that situation, otherwise they were going to be stuck in a really guessing game. And will this kill? No, not quite. tskrBrian, 1 touch left.
Couldn't armor through the 5P. Domi smacking tskrBrian with the button to bring it to a game number 4 with the 2-1 lead. Start off down 0-1, but has brought it back, looking stronger and stronger as this set goes on. Kind of getting the download here. Not sure what tskrBrian has to do to turn things around, but it's up to them to figure it out. One more loss will send them to loser's side to fight in the trenches against such strong players down there.
A loser of this gets sent down to Hiho, and honestly, if you're Hiho, I'm not sure which one you would want to fight. You maybe would want to fight DomiWurld, but tskrBrian is trying to force their way, trying to get into a good spot. All right, finally out of the pressure situation. Some sort of offense, potentially. Oh no, but gets clipped low. tskrBrian forced to give up the burst. Reset to neutral. PRC command grab whiffs, and now this is a disastrous spot. tskrBrian getting throw looped like it's SF6. And DomiWurld now on match point.
One more round to take it out. 5P to recover before the hammer fall. Really good option coverage at round start. Domi, aware of everything tskrBrian's been going for, has been covering it beautifully.
tskrBrian delays the flick. DomiWurld, good block. Good throw tech as well for both sides. Oh my god! That was 50 burst, 50 meter in order to recover the whips command grab in order to land the second command grab. tskrBrian throwing everything at the wall. Six, but DomiWurld just so on point. Last chance for tskrBrian to make happen. PRC command grab whiffs. tskrBrian for the burst, but DomiWurld finds the hit. Finds the confirm, will send tskrBrian to loser side.
Yeah, your mic cutting out a little bit here and there. But I got the gist of it. Losers quarterfinal getting ready. MacMens was on top. And we are seeing the Unika come out against Anji. Okay, probably just feels a little more comfortable for this one as well. So see how that works out. SYMPHUUKAI already forced to burst though. 2D, setting up the 5HH. Backdash from MacMens able to get away from the pressure. R//, MacMens bursting out. Unika comes out, Rin blocked, RC to continue though. Not hit blocked as well, nice starter. Plus a lot there on the meaty laser. DP comes out, beats out the 2P. Stun Dipper, big enough to kill here? Yes it is! Megadeth Buster gonna eat through those guts. SYMPHUUKAI taking the first round here. Off to a good start. Kiske working out the mic troubles. I'll be here covering for now. More action coming your way. MacMens trying to work through the SYMPHUUKAI neutral, who's using a lot of JD into an air installed fireball, but did not keep enough space to get away from this wall break. MacMens now with the positive goes for straight into the 6H there. No/ connecting. Rin, a ton of damage. Oh my, I didn't even notice. DP from SYMPHUUKAI, panic option is not going to hold any more of this Anji pressure, but is going to be forced to hold this fan. Should be enough to kill. I lied. Never trust the word I say about killing, because I'm always somehow wrong. Fuji comes in and connects right before SYMPHUUKAI gets a button out. Going to round 3.
Okay, let's try this. All right, we're in final round here of the first game. SYMPHUUKAI trying to make it work with the Unika. A good burst to force MacMens into the corner. All right, MacMens though find their way out. Shall see, good counter hit, catches something from SYMPHUUKAI, and now, but SYMPHUUKAI finally getting a great combo as a $20 contribution comes in. Thank you, Tay.
Go 5HH, far//. Super plus on the fireball, does it one more time. But MacMens being patient, matches out with the 6H conversion, spins through the fireball, and there we go, spins straight through the far/, full combo with the run-up, trying to get the wall, sets up for a butterfly OP situation, but SYMPHUUKAI recognized it wasn't going to hit meaty, jumps out, so MacMens going to have to set something up here, try to go for his classic ERC shenanigans. Ring going to hit overhead, but not enough time for OTG. Stun Dipper going right past the 2P of all buttons. It's going to be enough to kill the 5H. Michael Sword to close it out. SYMPHUUKAI taking game 1.
What a clutch situation from SYMPHUUKAI, being able to get the clutch Michael Sword confirm. And yeah, SYMPHUUKAI taking the early lead. MacMens, again, like we said earlier, MacMens was able to win this exact matchup in the latter portion in a 3-2 set. SYMPHUUKAI might have already made the adjustment from the last match. We'll see what happens.
Here we go. Game number 2. Getting started. SYMPHUUKAI looking strong on the Unika, as we mentioned. surprised we showed it up for this matchup, but honestly, it's been working so far. MacMens trying to slowly work away with the Fujin pressure, not using many buttons out of it, just resetting, trying to get SYMPHUUKAI to bite. Taking the time here, but SYMPHUUKAI gonna jump out at a good time here, converting into the hard knockdown. Left, right, blocks the crosser.
There's a spin, although PRC to try and make it safe. The gun dipper to force MacMens into the corner. And now here we go. Run up throw. We got the OTG. And again, representing run up throw, but nothing just yet. MacMens opting to force their way out of the corner. SYMPHUUKAI forces the burst out of MacMens. It's a disaster. Might have wanted to keep that in the pocket just a little bit longer.
Yeah, definitely just a little bit, but here we go. More action coming! SYMPHUUKAI forcing the burst out and blocks the Nagi up for a full punish. 5HH to get some corner carry as well. Overhead blocked and punished correctly. Anji's TP is massive. I always forget! Didn't convert properly, so now we're going back to neutral one more time. Ring gonna connect straight on, but a DP from SYMPHUUKAI not gonna hold any of that. 6P to get past the JS. Full conversion here. It might be enough to not kill, but it's going to be a lot of damage. One more hit will do it. Negative Buster does so much unscaled damage. MacMens is 50 meter. Holding on.
And he's trying to make their way through. Runs into the second air fireball. MacMens needs to be absolutely perfect from this point on. Spins through one of the air fireballs, but SYMPHUUKAI, F it, we DP, takes a 2-0 lead.
Looking good, getting past, using the DP again, the largest horizontal reaching DP to reach through what should have been a pretty safe butterfly attempt from MacMens, kind of used to the spacing to get past other DPs, say Sin or Leo, but those don't go nearly as far as Unika's the gun. Goes a mile, and now SYMPHUUKAI, one more game from sending MacMens out of this bracket. Loser is out, this loser's side. One more to take it, but can MacMens make the comeback? I've seen him do it once, but can he do it again?
Tough to tell, although MacMens does have a great start, immediately forces SYMPHUUKAI to use the burst early. SYMPHUUKAI now sending the gun dipper. F it, we DP! You're not minus if you're not a coward. But MacMens able to get a really solid hit. SYMPHUUKAI now sent to the corner, having to block pressure from the butterfly and the eagle. Ooh. PRC throw and the air. I'm not sure what that move is. It doesn't matter. MacMens gets the kill.
Absolutely. SYMPHUUKAI looking to make this game quick here. There we go. That's how we start. Far/2S. Left, right, the same side. Gonna connect. Unika's air dash is so ambiguous with how with how short it goes, right? One of the shortest reaching air dashes in the game. It gets the hard knock, not a hard knock, but a positive bonus.
MacMens trying to end this game right here, trying to force us into a game 4. Although SYMPHUUKAI again, F it, we DP. Not showing cowardice at all, and now bringing it to a final round situation. SYMPHUUKAI on match point.
Go. DP through the Fujin. Not going to let MacMens go for anything there. Overhead would have been blocked, but whiffed at the last second, which actually kind of saved SYMPHUUKAI from a punish, but not from the follow-up pressure after. Nice combo. Corner to corner with the Wild Assault. MacMens with a strong advantage here with the positive bonus.
MacMens, again, are already bleeding pretty heavily. Parry gets baited out, although SYMPHUUKAI wasn't really anticipating it, having to use burst early. Both players about even on life at this point. Now we enter the neutral game. Never mind, just sends the gun dipper. There's a DP, there's the Baikel sword as well, sending MacMens through the wall. It is a two-touch situation now for MacMens. If they react fast enough, he reacts fast enough, I believe. There's the dust, and this should be it. That should be the round. MacMens finally gets on the board.
1 win, 2 to go to complete the 3-0 comeback. Almost gave it up there. SYMPHUUKAI just barely not able to kill on that combo. So we got one more game to go at the very least. Momentum in the side of MacMens here has gotten the offense to be more consistent than SYMPHUUKAI. SYMPHUUKAI's been killing mostly off of good neutral hits, which is nice to do. But if you can't keep that up consistently and you just let MacMens get actual offense started even once, this comeback can be very real.
Absolutely. Again, was a 3-2 finish when these two played on the ladder, so this might be mirroring things. I don't know, tough to tell. MacMens already forced to use burst, while SYMPHUUKAI stuck in the corner.
Working their way out. SYMPHUUKAI trying to JD, but MacMens jumping over, forcing SYMPHUUKAI to back off a little bit. Enhanced Gun Dipper for the safe. -3 situation. Nice counter hit before MacMens can press. Going straight into the enhanced DP. They do a lot of damage here.
MacMens, last chance on this round. Ooh, could jump over the enhanced laser. Doesn't matter. SYMPHUUKAI finds the confirm, finds the kill. Now on match point, MacMens needs to find the answer and fast, not blocking overhead for the top attack. There's a laser, regular Bikel Sword. There's enhanced Bikel Sword. Spins through that one. And now MacMens, oh no!
Ooh, JH, that was a misinput. Definitely went to 6P, but got Butterfly on accident. Gonna pay dearly for it as the burst is forced to come out. Fujin, another Fujin tried to DP, but got avoided by the Shin, and avoids the second DP after. Full combo for a punish. Gonna go straight for the Fan Super. No fancy car shenanigans, just needs the damage as quickly as possible. 100 meter on the side of SYMPHUUKAI, though. Has reverse super to work with, so doesn't have to DP. But MacMens is on parry. 6P gonna counter it for a full combo before SYMPHUUKAI can even use 50 of that meter. MacMens almost ready to complete the comeback and bring it to a 2-2 set. But SYMPHUUKAI not gonna make it easy. Already has the pressure started. Laser coming out, spacing a little bit. Dashes in. 2P gonna connect, not so full anything though. Whoa, there we go. Big counter hit. RC to confirm. SYMPHUUKAI in a winning position now.
MacMens, potentially last chance situation for them, although that is a great start. SYMPHUUKAI already forced the corner. There's a Fujin, and SYMPHUUKAI just chooses to give up the burst, wants to take things back to center stage. Gun Dipper gets sent, MacMens gets burst just in time, doesn't have to take any more damage, and now SYMPHUUKAI, once again, in the corner, but has 100 meter. Will they opt to use it? There's a Butterfly, BRC, it's gonna be close. MacMens chooses the YRC. There's Fujin, there's fans, that might be it. Chooses the RC.
No trapped.
Water Assault comes out! Chipp is a factor!
Oh, the JD! Coming right before the Fujin connected. SYMPHUUKAI closes it out in a nail-biter 3-1. Moving on with the Unika and eliminating MacMens from the top 8 bracket. Wow.
SYMPHUUKAI! It is F Skifto on the Potemkin versus Iho on the signature Millia.
Here we go. It's showtime. Delayed JD to start things off. Already breaking the fuzzy guard for Skifto. Looking strong to K2D. Okay, but flip that back. Hard knockdown on the charge version as well. Here comes the Potemkin offense that you all know and love. Potemkin Buster almost got the wall, so that would have been enough to kill. 5K, heal staying still. Understanding that to get hit by a strike is death just as much as a throw, but
Does that hit behind you? Somebody tell me.
Oh, somebody screenshot the hitbox interaction there. That was nuts. Blockbuster again. One more interaction will bring this round to a quick close. Double Garuda, recognizing that he wants to be patient, but not patient enough to block the 2K off for the BRC mix-up. Skifto, very quick game one.
Iho typing in the chat, just, man. And yeah, that is how volatile the matchup can be. SYMPHUUKAI realistically only needs 2 reads in order to win the round with 2 pot busters effectively. Hiho needs to mix up SYMPHUUKAI to Kingdom Come in order to even have a shot at winning.
Gonna be tough to do, especially if you can't even get that started. Hiho hasn't really got that many mix-up opportunities in the first place on SYMPHUUKAI. SYMPHUUKAI's been in the driver's seat for most of the set so far, and that's exactly how you make this set a very fast one. Burst already gone from Hiho. The next interaction that Potemkin wins will be very good for SYMPHUUKAI. Burst out from both players, but definitely not as bad for SYMPHUUKAI. Has the help to make that back very quickly.
Hiho getting hit on the approach. SYMPHUUKAI firmly in the driver's seat. This is a big chunk of damage gone, and now the Garuda Impact mix-up goes for the throw. It connects, and that is the round.
Ooh, SYMPHUUKAI trying to end this quickly here in the commanding lead right now. Flick that back counter hit on the hair hit card knockdown as well. Such a great spot. You can't even see Hiho's body in this corner, but Hiho's still finding a way out. Double cross up gonna connect as well. Full combo H. No, this setup just goes for the same side. Again, you cannot see Millia when she's right next to Potemkin like that, especially with the red and black. She's kind of camouflaging a bit within his chest.
Absolutely. Again, Hiho not out of the woods just yet. This life lead can just evaporate just like that. Although Hiho should be able to kill. No! Doesn't have the opportunity to use the super. But the disc comes out. SYMPHUUKAI just runs into it, not blocking. And now we're in a final round situation. SYMPHUUKAI gets knocked down. Hiho starting the looping offense. Here we go. No, just opts for the wall break and the positive bonus. Tackle, forced to block.
Oh no.
Oh, goes opposite side with the heat toss. Heat tackle. SYMPHUUKAI gives up burst, but actually puts Hiho in a pretty awkward situation and forces Hiho to give up their burst. Now, what's the situation? Looping offense once again. Ooh, opposite side. Air guard.
Mix-up will do it. Artemis, same side.
Oh,
ERC backs up with the JD, but still gets hit. SYMPHUUKAI can win this right here. Delayed closeout, still got backdash. Hammerfall break off the reset. Almost got a hit there with that 2S. Closeout again, looking for the jump. Hiho not giving it. Oh, jumps into it. Now SYMPHUUKAI was 2 plus for his own good. The JH gonna beat out the 5P. And SYMPHUUKAI stealing that game number 2 right before Hiho can make that happen. Why is pot so difficult to anti-air? It's like ridiculous.
Crazy. Yeah, I have no idea why Potemkin is... The man is built like a fridge, and yet it's so hard to knock him out of the air. Last chance for Hiho to extend this series. SYMPHUUKAI, though, looking like they got places to be right now. Burst already off the table for SYMPHUUKAI after putting themselves into the corner. The really awkward situation.
Oh my god, again, these heat tackle plays trying to read Hiho on a jump to get put straight into an advantageous situation, but every so often it fails and turns into that. I don't know if it's worth.
No, again, just awkward situation after awkward situation. Yeah, Hiho gonna clean things up, make sure that they get that first round and a perfect no less.
Big hit there for Hiho. Going straight for the wall break, trying to get some positive bonus, make the most out of these hits. Has to if you want to beat SYMPHUUKAI with so much health on the Potemkin. Every hit matters here. Flick to bait out the running and gets it. Counter it 2D, force out the burst despite Hiho being up around. Hammerfall break armoring the 2P. So Hiho forced to back off with the RC.
Oh, make their way in. SYMPHUUKAI stuck in the corner. Okay, he tackled out. Also flipped. Oh,
You're dead.
oh yeah, no, hella dead. The Heavenly Potemkin Buster going to do it. Brought back
This
down
character is mind-blowing.
I know.
Wow.
Final round situation. SYMPHUUKAI looking to end things where they stand at the moment. gets armor, but unable to convert anything off of it. tskrBrian forced to give up first. Armors the hair car. Interesting. Chicken wing connects. Here we go. Another chicken wing. This one opposite side.
Uh-oh.
Taking this pressure. There you go.
tskrBrian getting mixed out of their socks here. Still can't kill. Has one more mix up to go. YRC gets baited. Hiho winning like 15 interactions there to get one game.
Oh my god, yeah, and that is just the reality of the situation. The banter in the chat is killing me right now.
It's peak.
Oh, it is so good.
2 more games to go, Hiho. Don't get too distracted. I know Akado's trying to rage bait, but I need you to hold firm. Because this one more loss and you're out. Lock in. tskrBrian way. Great start. Armoring straight through. Counter it. Hammer fall for the hard knockdown. Looking for the blue wall assault to reset. But Hiho already on top of that. Back this away. But a heat tackle was not plus on the air block there. Probably a little too low to the ground.
It's looking pretty bad for tskrBrian. Has to guess. Guess is wrong. It's a throw. And now, not blocking the TK Bad Moon.
Oh my god.
Forced into another guessing situation. This is a regular wall break, so no real threat for Oki. Never mind, Hiho just runs up, goes for the grab, and will convert into the kill. Hiho not giving up.
2P, counter at 6H can do a lot here. One of the few times Millia gets a good starter on damage. So yes, tskrBrian knowing that has to burst to avoid the positive moves and the damage. Burst out from both players though. Heal up around. Can kind of give up some damage here if they're willing. Obviously don't want to, but nice. Positive bonus can get a lot of that burst right back, as well as tension to potentially bring us to game number 5. As tskrBrian does have 50 burst though and meter.
Here we go, Hiho. A really good situation. No, never mind. tskrBrian escapes the bad situation that they were in. What a mash out! Able to, I think that was supposed to be chicken wing. Able to hit the chicken wing. And no, here we go. tskrBrian, last chance for you this round. RC back Mega Fist. Hiho meets them in the air and brings us to a game 5.
First game 5 of top 8. Hiho bringing it back. Apparently he's very scared right now. Understandably so, but Potemkin is definitely like Michael Myers right now. He silently eliminates you with not a knife, but his own hands at that. But one more game. Loser is out. Winner moves on to top 4. Who wants it more? Time to find out.
Duel 1.
It is a battle of wills at this point, both of these players. This easily could have been a grand finals matchup. Unfortunately, the records where they were means that these two facing off in losers' quarters without even on life so far, although you really can't say that when Potemkin is on the screen. This is going to be a nice grip of damage, as well as Oki. That is a hot buster into death with that heat knuckle. Goodbye.
tskrBrian finding the hit, swatting the fly, and only needs to do it one more time here to send Hiho home. One more round, already Garuda down. Close slash finally connecting on the delay, catching the jump out. Huge opportunity for tskrBrian, but the Garuda gonna get deflect shield of the way, so Hiho getting space now. But JH again getting away. 5K tapped us blocked, but not enough to punish. The FD actually worked against Hiho there.
This is it. Hiho needs to be perfect from this on in. Any straight hit will result in a kill. Yeah, Artem or the super comes out, and this leads to an OP situation. What's the mix? tskrBrian just choosing to burst there. Need limp to
You're dead.
it.
No, you're not. One more mix up. Bad Moon gonna do it.
Nice
Last
job.
game, last round.
Everything to play for. This is it. Iho with the burst advantage. skifto only has Wild Assault to work with right now. Iho hits a burst super early. And skifto with the heat tackle puts Iho into the corner. Half health left for Iho. Oh, it's a scary situation.
/2S, 5H, resetting. Iho being patient, doesn't want to get hit by anything here, but a max risk. Potemkin Buster is more than enough to send Iho home with a perfect. skifto avoids the reverse.
Test your luck, DomiWurld. Remember, winner of this goes on to Grand Finals with the winner side advantage. Guarantees them a nice chunk of the $32 prize pool. As things stand right now, DomiWurld got the early hit, forced Test Your Luck to use burst to avoid having to go through the wall. And now Test Your Luck once again put into the corner. The Tyrant Barrel breaking the walls down. Calls in Chris Jericho.
I like that one. 2K2D gonna confirm and get the kill. Domi getting the first round of the set in a pretty dominant fashion. Good start for the second as well. 2H for the confirm. Only spending 1 bar of stamina, 2. So has 2 more for the next conversion. He didn't have to spend tension or burst if he so chooses. Gets away from the Beyblade. JD lets a delay and bait out of hands here, and it works out. Forcing the burst out. Overhead gets blocked. 2P to check the Fukyo. Counter hit on the deep driver follow-up, and that's going to be enough.
Yeah, you are dead. DomiWurld in a quick fashion takes the first game.
Wow.
My God, blink and you miss it. Holy moly.
Really strong showing for skifto. Not skifto. Wow, that was brain rot from the set before.
No, skifto's still in the lobby. I see where your mind is, but yeah,
the spirit remains.
Yeah, no, that might as well have been an skifto round with how fast that was. DomiWurld taking the early lead. Test your luck though. Again, 3-2 win in favor during bracket. DomiWurld forced to give up burst early off of a really big counter hit off of Test Your Luck. And now we're back to the neutral. Test Your Luck trying to find a good hit, already up to that 2.5 bars of blood. Needs to manage things a little bit more. A risky dash doesn't pop, and DomiWurld now incredibly low on life.
Beyblade into the 6H OTG, a perfect from Test Your Luck to quickly turn things around. Looking to get more of that rhythm going. Test Your Luck always known for those really quick rounds. If he has the download, he'll let you know very quickly. Almost got past that second DP with the 2K. But Domi gonna get out the corner as well with that jump out.
Absolutely, going back to mid-screen, DomiWurld leading at this point. A nice 2-piece from Test Your Luck puts Domi in potentially a final touch situation. No, Burst is going to come back just in time to make it at least a 2-touch, but Test Your Luck stuck in the corner. Domi trying to make the most out of this squeeze on life, sends Test Your Luck through the wall. YRC comes out, burst forced out of Domi in order to continue pressure. Test Your Luck gonna die.
Tyrant Barrel to close it out. Domi looking to come back and prevent a 1-1. Doesn't have the burst advantage at all though, so one hit really hurt here. Has to be super on point and is with the clash cancel into the 6P to force the burst out now from Test Your Luck. So now Domi, massive advantage. You're gonna go straight to the Tyrant Barrel for the positive bonus.
Health gone off of Test Your Luck site. Domi now in full control. Good a.b.a option from Test Your Luck, although unable to convert from anything else. Has to PRC the Beyblade. Blood is very close to full, but DomiWurld finds the opening, finds the overhead, and should kill from here. Does. Goes up 2-0.
2-0. Great start for Domi here. 2-0 is exactly what you want, especially winners finals. Remember, winner of this moves on to winner side grands, which is such a strong position. Obviously, it needs no introduction to that kind of system, right? You get that extra set to give up the loser who's coming out of losers finals to win 2 sets back to back. And being up this much against Test Your Luck, who's a very notoriously risky player, right? Being up against Test Your Luck in this kind of lead 2-0, gonna be scary. I mean, TestYourLuck, I've seen him make a reverse 3-0 comeback more than once, but they have never been easy. So it's gonna be interesting to see how TestYourLuck chooses to adapt going forward.
Taking a little bit of time, perhaps taking a breath, a sip of water or something, trying to reevaluate what went wrong in that last game. Because honestly, TestYourLuck probably could have made 1 or 2 different choices and closed things out. However, sitting in a 0-2 hole, already having to give up first early. Very interesting. Yeah, hit confirm, although not confirming into really anything, and forced in the corner as well. There's a wall break.
Exactly the start you need. Caught the back dash hits a button with the air dash in off the delay, off the jump in, and Domi in complete control here, 1 round away from closing it out.
TestYourLuck. Oh! DP through the Beyblade. Domi might just have to download on TestYourLuck at this point. Beyblade connects. Blood is filling up, although it's not going to result in a blood burst at all. TestYourLuck, though, bleeding very heavily down to the last 30% of the life bar. DP second part connects. The burst doesn't do anything, and this
not enough.
Will not be it. Just barely. TestYourLuck, last chance to make something happen. PRC. There's, yeah, blood-sucking universe. Reset the blood bar. RTL comes out. What is happening?
Got 100 meter to keep it safe. DomiWurld gonna use that to...
Yeah, sticking with the Unika. Here we go. Everything to play for. Remember, winner moves on to loser side finals, guarantees themselves 3rd place and a chunk of prize pool. Loser gets sent home with nothing at this point, so this is a money match, effectively.
And winner stays as well. 2S, gonna connect it to the overhead. Laser comes out, Hammerfall after though, SYMPHUUKAI not afraid to take a stand. Potemkin Buster with the meter. Actually doesn't spend it. Once one more mix up here, 2K gonna connect and go straight into the Pop Buster for a nice and clean confirm. Great start for SYMPHUUKAI.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if it might have been that SYMPHUUKAI just misjudged their meter. I think that they got that 50% pretty late, but SYMPHUUKAI, a really great round start early on, already half health gone from SYMPHUUKAI. Yeah, there's the Baikel Sword coming out, max range as well, so SYMPHUUKAI forced into the corner. SYMPHUUKAI can start the pressure, run up throw is the option. The regular Baikel Sword, another Baikel Sword, not blocking overhead, and SYMPHUUKAI ties things up just like that.
Looking very strong, starting to come back, starting to figure out how to run the offense against Potemkin. Has the options to Baikel Sword, a great counter tool to prevent the armor. And then if SYMPHUUKAI is afraid to go for those options, you have great reset tools with the enhanced laser, jumps over the hammerfall rather, into the Pop Buster. So now 50 meter gone, and as well as the burst. SYMPHUUKAI hard knockdown off of the enhanced Stun Dipper. Again, just chilling out, looking for the options that SYMPHUUKAI is trying to represent. Good patient offense has been very rewarding so far. Overhead gonna connect, but not connect rather. The non-enhanced version and no RC. SYMPHUUKAI in a good spot to close it out, but 100 meter and burst. SYMPHUUKAI has one more chance. Laser gonna connect through the Gigantokai, but not gonna get much from it. And the slide head, which now does damage as a season 4, gonna get the kill.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate as well. I know that a lot of players are still used to slide head not doing damage at all. That it's a legacy thing. For the longest time, slide head did no damage. As you said, this season actually does. It was one of the many buffs that Potemkin got this season. So SYMPHUUKAI taking the early lead as we head into this round start for the second game. Armors through the early option from SYMPHUUKAI, and SYMPHUUKAI now stuck in a pretty bad spot in the corner. So trying to fight their way out.
There we go, Garuda. 2D. Good patience and a great match opportunity. As Gifto on the back foot now. Burst gone. SYMPHUUKAI looking strong. Overhead connects again here. Resetting with the laser. As Gifto using a lot less armor to get through the offense, but there we go. Inching the way closer. Hammerfall gets away from the RC attempt. Good defense from SYMPHUUKAI. Again, same side on the air dash. Gonna connect. Full combo here. Should kill. And it does. Absolutely.
Here, what's the round start for this one? SYMPHUUKAI trying to look for something, although Gifto's the first one to get the counter hit. Good block on the DP. And this might just be the round. SYMPHUUKAI stuck in the corner. Probably won't want to give up burst right now. Gun Dippers underneath Gifto, but Gifto is ready.
Yeah, SYMPHUUKAI, great start, but Gifto evening out the situation. Once again, a very important round. Gifto being up 2-0 will be absolutely huge here.
Go.
Nice.
Yeah, good counter hit, puts Gifto into the corner, and here's an interesting situation. Back throw incident, and is that enough? Oh yeah, it most certainly will. Gifto taking the 2-0 lead. SYMPHUUKAI needs to find an answer.
Wow. 2-0. SYMPHUUKAI's had these good starts. Both games have been round 3 so far. So not really getting dominated, but that's just the Potemkin effect, right, Pot? One of the best users of the system mechanics currently, right? Great YRC situation. Got nerfed back to regular status, right? Doesn't have the God YRC. Can't YRC anything anymore due to the bug being fixed. But still one of the best YRC situations in general, alongside the meter donation that he gets from his Pot Buster. Great defense as well with the health. One of the best users of just playing the numbers game. But SYMPHUUKAI getting started with a nice counter at Bicycle Sword. Trying to jump over the Hammerfall, but Gifto braked it and got a nice in-air. And here comes the Pot Buster, 50 meter already. Close slash, PRC mix-up that we've seen Gifto go for. Went for the overhead there on the Jage, but whipped it. So SYMPHUUKAI gonna make the way out.
Here we go, Gifto. There's your response. You're put into a really weird situation. Chooses to burst. SYMPHUUKAI now. They try and make their way in. Gifto jumps over the enhanced Bicycle Sword. Oh! Blocking low. Stuck in the Gigantic-Kai. There's the heat tackle. Gifto now looking to close things out.
2D confirming. And double Garuda, the classic 2D. Good patience from SYMPHUUKAI, not afraid of the throw here. Cross up gonna get blocked. 5HH. Oh, but finally representing the flick on defense. Not gonna let SYMPHUUKAI reset for free here. Potemkin Buster, one more mix-up will do it. BRC, 2K gonna connect before the burst could come out. Gifto will be moving on to losers final.
They are going to have a date with Test.
Here we go.
Absolutely a battle of the big hitters tonight. Remember, both of these players are itching. Whoever wins, it will be a rematch from the winner's side of the bracket. Test your luck. The first one to get a nice combo starter early. Opts for a command grab, puts Gifto into the corner. Oh, Gifto, F it! Just sends the Pot Buster, PRC, Heat Knuckle. We're going through the wall. Burst also not used on either side as well.
Oh, might see it here. TestYourLuck trying to say burst safe. Actually, hard knockdown on the 5H. 2S gonna connect. Gifto bursting, but trying to get some cheeky win out with the Gigantor. Backdash just bait TestYourLuck into it. Now TestYourLuck has bursted. Both players out of burst. High level Nago has to stay back. Swings before, I was gonna say before the Gigantor could connect, but wasn't fast enough. Round 2 now with Gifto in the lead.
Go. That's actually a really good starter. No, doesn't confirm. Test your luck. Maybe a little bit of nerves happening. I don't know, but Gifto stuck in the corner. Test your luck. Test remains solid. Good backdash on the Hammerfall. now, here we go. Test your luck. Forces SYMPHUUKAI into the corner. What a bait!
Ooh, 6-inch has to be one of the most satisfying moves in the game. Whenever I watch it, I like swing with them sometimes, you know what I'm saying? You know it's coming to his 5K? So much damage. Here we go, JH coming in. Ooh, JD there for what was maybe a double overhead attempt? Didn't quite work out. 5K, 6H doesn't connect. A little bit of huge damage there, but still finds the Beyblade. Low blood still, but still couldn't get anything to work out. Nice to avoid the Pop Buster. Still 8 to 6 being to Heat Knuckle, but not nearly as bad as the other option that would have worked. 2K, 2D. 2D again gonna work out. It didn't connect into the 6H.
Your luck. It's hit by the heat tackle.
Uh-oh.
This is the shield. IRC.
Woo, almost had it.
SYMPHUUKAI just sends the burst. Has to block the Gigantorkai. Test your luck does. Not dead yet. Last chance for Test your luck. Not blocking standing. SYMPHUUKAI takes the first game.
Wow. Using the tap does at the last second. Test your luck. Looked like he had the read on the burst, but just didn't commit. Had the YRC right, went for 5K, jump canceled, which for Nagoriyuki, he's not really a character that wants to re-jump you on pressure. So, had the right idea, just didn't commit to the burst bait fully, just maybe wasn't confident in it, try to go for air button instead to cover for the missed frames. But that misjudgment has cost the first game, and now as SYMPHUUKAI in a commanding spot already took the burst down in game 2.
Here we go, test your luck. One to really start pressure early. Here we go, that is a great counter hit. SYMPHUUKAI has to respect it and burst out. But there's a counter hit Beyblade. We're going through the wall.
On the fall. Somehow SYMPHUUKAI still in the driver's seat. Huge damage here. Heat Knuckle actually should kill with the wall splat. And it does. SYMPHUUKAI still in the lead here. One more round to get a 2-0 lead, which was massive. Again, Pot makes such good advantage of leads like that.
My God, Test Your Luck already forced into the corner, although able to fight their way out. Reads the command grab attempt. Test Your Luck, though, not a whole lot of damage. All right, finally gets the command grab. SYMPHUUKAI finally crosses the halfway point. Right now, time's starting to tick down just barely. That's a good starter. Pop, such a chunky boy. You've got to deal a lot of damage, and Test Your Luck finally gets the kill and the wall break. SYMPHUUKAI, though, a full burst to work with as we head into this final round.
Fall hard knockdown here. Uh-oh. Catching the movement. Test Your Luck no longer blocking. 50 meter on the next interaction and gets the pop buster. Red that Test Your Luck was gonna sit still at the very end. SYMPHUUKAI with a massive lead, 2-0 now.
SYMPHUUKAI on a heater, as we said earlier, looking poised to get that run back against Domi from earlier tonight. But Test Your Luck not out of it just yet. Might be able to start the reverse sweep right here. Here we go.
Very possible. But it's going to be tough. Because again, I keep mentioning how hard it is to kill Pot. Imagine if to do it 3 times in a row with no mistakes. Test Your Luck has a mountain to climb now.
Absolutely. SYMPHUUKAI chooses to give up first early. Test Your Luck, forced to mid-screen. We're playing the neutral game now. Fall connects. All right, what's the follow-up? Good blocks by Test Your Luck, although still gets tripped up. It's more pressure.
Ooh, avoids the Hammerfall PRC Pop Buster. The backdash full punish here, dragging SYMPHUUKAI to the corner, not blocking low on the Beyblade after the DP. Test Your Luck, the beginning of the comeback. Can we keep up the momentum?
One way to find out. The second hit of the Rekka connects. Test Your Luck, though, forced to give up the burst early after SYMPHUUKAI finds a nice hit. And now Test Your Luck trying to layer this offense. SYMPHUUKAI finds the gap. Command grab leads to a massive grip of damage. Test Your Luck forced to use the reversal super. not in the direction that they want. Test your luck still in the corner.
Ooh, 6 feet to get past, but not past the 5H. We've got one more round to go. Test your luck and a burst disadvantage here. SKipto knowing that's going to get real aggressive. The late close slash almost connecting, but again, the well-timed backdash, the heavy backdash saving. Test your luck right there. Now, SKipto's the one without burst. Slash for Nago. Test your luck going in. 5K. Using the 6H7 guard situation. SKipto still blocking it out. Punish the far slash with the 5H. Re-jump situation. Looking for the YRC this time. Committed to it. Uh-oh.
Your luck. Gonna try and close things out. Does! And keeps their hopes alive. SKipto, though, still 2 games to 1. Only needs 1, but test your luck. Winning that first game, so crucial. Or winning that third game, rather, so crucial. Here we go, hopping right back into this 4th game now. SKipto just wants things to be over with. Test your luck, though. He's looking to extend things to a final game here. Counter hit round start forces burst out of Test Your Luck. SKipto immediately gives burst up as well. The neutral game, Armor comes through for SKipto.
Oh, caught the heat tackle out of the air into my loving arms. Uh-oh, BRC into the bite. Here we go. Full blood to work with. There's so many options. Clone comes out. Good patience, but not patient enough. Has to hold another mix of tap. Dust on the walk up down. Test your luck. The comeback continues.
A completely dominant round by Test Your Luck there. Yeah, Test Your Luck might be building a lot, or is really building a lot of momentum right now. Oh no. Half health already gone. PRC, Heat Knuckle, so that way you get the wall break as well. Test your luck, just like that.
Oh, got under the JH. SKipto still in it, trying to close it out. We're going to another round 3.
SKipto trying to catch something on the round start. Test your luck, forcing SKipto to the corner. Both players with burst to work with. The Beyblade connects, although not able to really do anything off of it. There's a big counter hit, forces SKipto to burst. Oh, we are spending everything, but unable to do anything with the Flood Pop.
Oh, the DP gonna counter before the armor could complete. And Test Your Luck has brought it back 2-2.
I thought it was over when Test Your Luck popped and wasn't able to convert anything off of that. Thankfully, SKipto falls before Nago's might, and we go to a last game situation. Everything to play for. Winner moves on to grand final to face DomiWurld in a run back.
Who wants that run back more? Remember, both players, as you mentioned, have lost to Domi before, so both players want that revenge. Clone gonna convert into the close slash, put a big drop for Test Your Luck. He's gonna pop, but SKipto not paying attention. Despite Testo losing so much health, it's gonna have no blood. It's running fully with that Blade, but again missed the conversion. Is too afraid of SKipto's burst and is now down.
Here we go. SKipto now match point. Neutral being played. SKipto, first one forced into the corner. Test Your Luck in a good spot, but SKipto trying to force their way out. Test Your Luck, though. It's hit by Heat Tackle. This could be the beginning of the end.
The connect, it does! So much damage coming out. Wait, just drops it again, goes for the reset, and gets it off the Baruda impact, catching the backdash tumble state. Maybe, okay, we got in. It's time for grand finals for real, for real. SKIPTO on the loser side, Domi on the loser side. Let's pray for a well-connected match. Here we go. Domi connects the 6P to get things started.
Absolutely. Here we go. Reminder, SKIPTO needs to win this set in order to send DomiWurld into losers just for the chance to win this tournament. Domi only needs to win this first set in order to win. Domi with a big RTL confirms and an SKIPTO through the wall, about third of life left for SKIPTO. Good block on the overhead, although not taking the throw. There's another overhead as well. That should be the round. It is with the Tyrant Barrel.
Great round to start from Domi. Almost a perfect, barely got touched. Again, has been super clean at dealing with SKIPTO's Potemkin and the options that he wants to represent. Beat driver with punishing the flick that back. One of the hardest moves to whip punish in the game, honestly, especially before the patch. Got patched a little bit, so now it has a bit of a hurt box on recovery, but still not easy at all.
SKIPTO covering off the approach. There we go, GGST. Oh, we're dribbling. We're dribbling, going to the wall. DomiWurld's giving up the burst. Honestly, I'm not sure if that was the right call. Never mind. Puts SKIPTO all the way to the wall. Bro situation, potentially. Oh, reads the throw tech attempt.
Oh, the Garuda to pop buster, catching Domi sitting still. Almost put in a terrible spot there, down 1-0, but we're going to one more round. Both players out of burst, so whoever gets his first hit is going to be in a great position here. Double Garuda gets backdash a little too far away.
DomiWurld going to be the first one to get that 50% mark, although stuck in the corner, getting taken for a ride right here. Now SKIPTO can take their time. There's the tap dust, not enough to kill. But it doesn't matter. The low poke will do it. SKIPTO, the first of many wins he hopes, or they hope at least, as they take the early lead.
Great start at SKIPTO. 5 more wins to get the set in the tournament, but Domi still only needs 3. Still technically in the driver's seat, but a loss to force the reset would be very bad for the momentum, very bad for the mental too. You want to end this in 1 set if you're Domi, but SKIPTO already making that a tough task.
Absolutely, Mega Fist. Finds its mark, all right. DomiWurld stuck in the corner. There's the situation, there's a Wild Assault being thrown out. F it, we DP, there's a throw, there we go. And there's another throw, oh no. Street Fighter 6? No. We're playing Guilty Gear. Oh, what the? That is a very creative way to side swap. I'm pretty sure I've seen that before, but...
Yeah, it's always sick. URC mix up and baited the YRC. That setup for SKIPTO's honestly never failed so far, and it seems to be for a good reason. So many options being covered, as well as enforcing a mix up that combos into Pop Buster. But Beat Driver gonna follow up before the armor comes out and finishes off the slide head. So Domi getting the positive bonus right off the bat here, trying to work his way back into this game.
Absolutely, max range, Beat Driver does get a punish, but nothing to follow up as well. GGST comes out, RTL comes out, punishes the startup. We're going through the wall. DomiWurld is gonna get a nice positive bonus as well. Big counter hit as well, catches SKIPTO mashing. Will this be enough to kill? No!
Missed the cash out! Went the wrong way, went diagonal instead of straight up. The slight misjudgment on the timing, on the direction rather, with the driving through the RTL, messed up the combo, but thankfully, still able to close out that round just in time.
Still close things out. DomiWurld gonna invest first early with the Wild Assault. Last round of the second game, SKIPTO not leading super heavily, although not in a great spot. Ice Cream gets eaten. There's a pot buster. Here we go. All that life gets equalized. And the counter hit Mega Fist as well into the tskrBrian. This is a wall break if I've ever seen one. There you go.
6 H's all across the face. FDB into the Gigantor. Domi not pressing, but has to hold something here. Oh, but the deflect to get away from both the Gigantor and the Garuda. Get it past both of the G's. But here comes another Gigantor, spending all the meter for 2 lockdown situations. What messes up? Can Domi get a combo? Actually forced to block. SYMPHUUKAI gets a side swap, but the JD gonna beat out the 6P. Full combo here. Is it enough? 5K into the RTL. Will kill here.
Oh my lord! I wanted to make a joke about, like, you think you have your whole life ahead of you. No, the Gigantor guy is coming, but my god, what a clutch out from Domi. Oh my god.
That was super clean. Avoided the Gigantor. I mean, not necessarily still to block it, but just got through what was a crazy situation. Understood he had to drop the combo to avoid getting hit, because either super actually was not going to be invul enough to wall break before the Gigantor came back. So just good knowledge overall, and still found a way to win that. So now only 2 more matches to win to close out the tournament. SYMPHUUKAI has a wall to climb, already has the burst out.
Absolutely, DomiWurld in a great spot, although against Potemkin, that spot is precarious at best. It only takes 2 touches to send you to the next round. Good counter hit, baits something out from SYMPHUUKAI, baits out something else from SYMPHUUKAI and DomiWurld, seemingly finding their footing in this set.
2S16 through the 5H, or rather, that was another 2S there. Either way, great 6P got through that pressure sequence. Backdash actually involved through that Garuda there. It was super meaty, so had a little extra time. Another backdash working out. Since backdash is 6-frame involved, the same as Potemkin and Nago and Goldu's, all the heavies. So really good, especially with the distance it covers. One of the best backdashes in the game. Great spot here. Not even spending the stamina to get that hit on the tumble effect. So has 2 more stamina to work with to get a conversion here. Spends 1 for the Gazelle step. EP comes out. Burst comes out from SYMPHUUKAI though.
Very dangerous situation. Meets DomiWurld in the air. Gigantor comes out. Jump RTL. Catches a mash. Adios.
Wow. Second time we've seen Domi go for that air ride the lightning. Had the 100 meter to cover just in case it didn't hit, but this time it punished the JP and spent the other 50 for the cash out to carry all the way to the corner and kill. So Domi, 1 win away from sending us all home and ending the tournament. But SYMPHUUKAI, see if he has something to say about that.
SYMPHUUKAI will definitely have something to say about it. I can imagine. I would not be surprised if he gets sent to a Game 5 right here, although DomiWurld doing their best to avoid it. Start is in DomiWurld's favor, although, just as I say that, gets put into the corner, trying to escape, still gets tagged. DomiWurld, somewhere along the way, lost their burst. SYMPHUUKAI. Impact, yeah, gets the hit. I'm sorry?
SYMPHUUKAI spent the PRC just to cover in case of the backdash. Actually, the late Kara Popbuster caught the backdash as it landed because Domi's, because since backdash is grounded, right? It's actually a different window in terms of how to punish him with Popbuster. So SYMPHUUKAI was trying to cover just in case it whiffed, and that was definitely not gonna whiff. So SYMPHUUKAI very quickly coming back. 1 more round to force the Game 5. With Domi not wanting that to happen, wants to end it right now. 5P not going to get through the Hammerfall this time.
Okay, getting blocked.
Got away from the Gazelle step. Huge advantage here for SYMPHUUKAI. No burst from DomiWurld. 50 meter on the side of SYMPHUUKAI. Hard knocked on the Hammerfall. Goes in with another double Garuda. Gets away from the back dash, but comes right back in. Still forcing the pressure. MacMens goes over the 6P. 1 more interaction. PP again, Skull Burst. SYMPHUUKAI wants to give it this round 1 more shot. 5P connects, but not enough to combo. Forward slash gonna counter it here. YRC comes out, and the Popbuster to bring us to a game number 5.
Grand Finals reset is on the horizon. SGIFTO playing out of their mind right now. DomiWurld, though, no slouch, not really out of it by any meaning of the world. This will be the final game, potentially. Or it is the final game of the set, no doubt about it, but is it the final game of the tournament? That is the question being answered right now as DomiWurld goes overhead to avoid Pot Buster? Did I see that right?
Covered that as well as we saw Domi use that to go for 2P as well, so it actually covers more than one pot option at round start. Missed the punish on the throw, but still gets a hit off the hook stop anyway, so 2 wall breaks off the bat, taking SGIFTO around the world, but guess who gets the corner? It's GIFTO. Pot Buster comes in, 50 meter to work with, 100 on the side of Domi. Misinputted to ride the lightning. Super punishing mistake as SGIFTO is now on reset points.
The blink of an eye. It is all beginning to unravel for DomiWurld. Might be looking at another set really quick. SGIFTO, though, forcing in the corner. Although chooses to burst to escape. Counter hit on both sides. DomiWurld trying to find a good approach. This gets blocked. There you go! There's the counter hit that you've been looking for, and the Tyrant Barrel as well. Maybe one good combo away. Maybe, just maybe. No, has to drop it in order to get the damage reset. Oh, Armor's throw gets the Pot Buster PRC to side swap Heat Knuckle and get the wall break as well. This could be it. DomiWurld is potentially one touch away. No, jumps over. DomiWurld stays alive, and we are going to a final game, final round situation.
Reset versus tournament point. Who wants to bring us home or who wants to extend? Oh, heat tackle off the bat. Was it in time to punish? Domi was too late. So SGIFTO gets a back throw. Flick that back. Ooh, Domi was staying patient, but not anymore. DP gets baited. Pot Buster punish. One more interaction. Gold Burst comes out before, but the Kara. Pot Buster off the PRC. The jump scare finally working out as SGIFTO resets the brackets.
DomiWurld acting like they won't get command grabbed. And yeah, here we go. Reset has happened. It is a fresh set now. Winner of this wins the whole thing as we hop right back into the game.
Whoo! No time in between. We want to keep playing this out. Now both players only need 3 more wins.
Pot Buster to start things off as SGIFTO on fire here. Frame 2 with the 6K, try to set something up, but Domi having none of that there, going straight for the DP. 5 should catch the backdash. Both players back to neutral.
DomiWurld just has to remind SGIFTO every so often, I do have a DP, and that is what has led us to this situation. DomiWurld still also has burst as well that they can choose to spend however they want. SGIFTO finds a good hit, forces burst out of DomiWurld pretty late though. DomiWurld live to regret it. We shall see.
Woo! Almost got grabbed out of that. That would have been nasty. 6K comes out. Overhead block. 6K again. Ooh, and baits the throw. Keeps taking advantage of SGIFTO's throw tech timing, but still didn't get the win. There we go. Hub stop coming off the massive 2K, 2K, 2K. Domi in the lead.
Yes. Still in the lead, but SGIFTO looking to try and take the lead in this total tournament for the first time tonight. Oh, and what a big Pot Buster. Tackled. Heat Knuckle going through the wall.
Yeah, SGIFTO, honestly, if he has the read on these hook stomps, looking straight for the Pot Buster, which is armoring through those hits, so really smart play overall. Gets a lot of damage. Look at the reward. DomiWurld's almost dead here. He drivers, keeps the stamina for one more mix-up. Throw connects. Still in a tough spot. Another throw. SGIFTO can make something happen here. Overhead connects. Looking for the burst. SGIFTO not giving it. Was too late on the charge. Dussel drops the combo. SGIFTO still in it. Goes to the Pot Buster. Heat Knuckle into the command grab again.
DomiWurld just very close, although skFto investing burst in so late means that they're going into this final round at a disadvantage. There's the DP, there's a throw tech as well. DomiWurld finds the wall break, that's positive bonus, which is great for them in this situation, but skFto still on top of things, manages to get the Potemkin Buster even though DomiWurld tried to BRC backwards, and DomiWurld finally forced to give up the burst, and skFto, no! Oh no! I think
PRC on the Pop Buster wasn't believing in the confirm, didn't think he could get the grab up in time. Both players with 100 meter. He's seen Aeirion the Lightning once, we see it again. Gets forced back into again, and the YRC will not save from that last hit, and the tap dust! Gonna close out. skFto for the first time is now in the lead. 1-0.
And the total lead tonight in this grand finals, skFto now 2 games away from completing the reset win. DomiWurld, if you've got any gas left in the tank, now's the time to use it.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Here we go, game number 2 of the reset. Who also comes out, misses the Potemkin Buster attempt. I'm pretty sure the hammer fall backwards was misinput. But here we go, Domi taking advantage, gets a nice counter on the L-Cut meaty. skFto not blocking, skFto still not blocking. Iron Barrel comes out off of the food. There's literally like 1 or 2 extra damage off of that meat. And he just ate there with the still growing. Throw RC. Should be enough to kill here. Oh, Domi roaring back here in this first round.
Domi trying to even things up, but skFto using the armor to great advantage. That is already 40% gone off of DomiWurld's side. Meanwhile, skFto gets the right read, meets DomiWurld air to air. DomiWurld forced to remind skFto, I have a DP. skFto says, you know what? I don't care. Hold this Potemkin Buster.
skFto on fire here, making these rounds quick. It misses the Blue Wild Assault. Almost got a big pickup on the 2S. That would have left a hard knockdown on the 5H. The counter at 2H going to be a great starter for Sin here as Domi takes full advantage, carries to the corner, saves the stamina for Forma mix-up and gets it with the hook stomp, keeping the meter for the wall break though. Oh no, but that might prove to harm you.
Post wall break situation, not great for DomiWurld. You're dead! You're dead? Question mark?
No, alive, barely. 100 meters on the side of Domi. No hard knockdown, can make something happen here. Remember, skFto has no burst either, but is gaining it very quickly. Throw gets tagged in the 6H with punishing the 5B. skFto 1 game away.
skFto trying to speed run us through this grand finals reset. DomiWurld, the tank might be empty at this point. We shall see. Just a reminder, DomiWurld did win their first match 3-1 in the grand finals. The initial grand finals, we just saw skFto win a very close set in a 3-2, but it looks like skFto has the download complete. DomiWurld trying to use every trick in the book, especially with the Wild Assault as well for a clean 40% off the round start.
Okay, post slash connecting counter. It burst comes out from Domi at the last second, but here comes the Giganter, which has been the bane of Domi, looking for the Ride of the Lightning, but skFto denying that option entirely. 1 round away from closing out this tournament. Can he do it?
Not like that. skFto completely in DomiWurld's head, I think, at this point.
Oh no, one more interaction will do it. Tap Dust is gonna send us home. skFto is your ParagOnline number 40 Guilty Gear Strive champion. Off of the reset, send in the bracket to